The Horrible Gamers podcast may contain content not suitable for all ages. Listener discretion is advised.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Horrible Gamers Podcast, show number 188. Being recorded on January the 27th, 2018. I'm one of your hosts, Jesus Gonzalez, also known as Jesus Walkslaw. Today, I'm joined by the HGP crew plus one from the great Canadian land. The Ryan Gibson is back, Gabe8777. Welcome back, Ryan.
What's going on, everybody? It's another episode of Horrible Gamers. Let's do this!
That's right. And from the West Coast, the best coast, my friend Henley Merrill Gunny Chief is here. Welcome back, Henley.
Yo, what's up, guys? How goes it?
Pretty good, pretty good. And from the great state of Oregon, my friend Johnathan Hall, Penpointred, is here as well. Welcome back, Jonathan.
Hey, guys. Thanks for having me back.
Great, great, great. And ladies and gentlemen, this is a video game podcast. You're tuned in to one of the greatest podcasts in the world. But you can follow us on Twitter at _HorribleGamers. Go ahead and leave us a review on iTunes, Google Play, and all that good stuff. Also, if you want to, at the moment, you could buy HGP gear like t-shirts, hoodies, stickers, socks, and many, many other things over at teespring.com/HGPT. teespring.com/HGPT. Go buy some gear, guys.
Only till February 8th.
Exactly, so you got to move fast.
Just in time for Valentine's Day.
Act quick, because you're gonna be sitting there thinking on the 9th, man, I really should have got a t-shirt, but you didn't. So go do it now. Go do it.
Yeah,
and a couple of people that ordered have already gotten their packages, so they got them really quick.
Super quick, super quick. And you can join our Facebook group, Horrible Gamers Podcast Community, over at Facebook. Guys, let's talk about games. Let's talk about lots of games. Let's talk about what we've been playing this week real quick. So, guys, I played a lot of games this week. Definitely lots of games. More than I thought I would ever play this week. So, starting off with things I played. Quantum Break. I finally got to the ending of Quantum Break. It was good. So, the game, I don't know, man. It gets really hard at the end. Like, at the end, you got to fight the boss guy. And it's hard.
I heard that was difficult.
It's fucking hard as hell, man. Like, yeah, I got stuck, and it was one of those. It was one of those things where I got stuck because like the whole game I'm just going. And then you get to this part where it's just like so many enemies get thrown at you at the end, and it's so hard to just fucking focus on the main guy and shoot the guys and use your powers. But maybe it's one of those things like happened to me last week where I was stuck in that one part where all the crates were moving and stuff and I had to rebuild them and run through them and they collapse again because of the time break or whatever. So maybe I had to fucking... Hold on. Let's restart the show. God damn it. Jonathan, mute yourself, motherfucker. You know where the mute button is? Do you know where the mute button is? Do you see the mute on Skype, motherfucker? God damn!
I'll mute it next time. I have a very noisy lifestyle over here. I like to mix my drinks.
Mute yourself. You see the mute button? It should be on the camera. You should see if you move the mouse.
Because we had
if you move the mouse
prior to recording the episode.
Move the mouse over to the camera wherever the fuck shows up on the screen. Click on the little mute symbol. Click on it.
Wait, let me try this out. Hey guys, okay, wait.
Skype on the fly.
Oh wait, okay, here we go. I guess I'm mixing my drink and mute myself.
Mute it after you. Don't start mixing your drink until you've muted it. There you go.
God damn. Now you can mix all the drinks you want. Go mix all the drinks.
Oh man, that's fucking science. That's awesome.
God, Jonathan, you killed me, man. Oh, I gotta start this over.
Thank you, all you scientists.
Anyways, Jesus. Quantum Break, the last boss. You were in trouble. Take you through the campaign.
No, I'm starting the show over. Start your fucking... Mute yourself. I'm starting this over.
Oh.
All that scrapped, Ryan. You got extra content for the outro. Mute yourself,
Welcome
Jonathan.
to Horrible Gamers, episode
No, fuck you.
189.
No, mute yourself, motherfucker. I'm gonna wait till you're muted to even start the show. Okay, ready?
Wait a minute. Okay, so you're really going to start over?
Yes, I'm gonna really start over. What the fuck you think? I've been recording this whole time.
This thing goes so far. What are you talking about? This is great. I would love this on Monday.
No, you
See,
wouldn't.
for all you guys on Monday listening to this, you're welcome.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Wait. Okay.
What are we waiting for Gunny for? What are you? You're doing so quiet. You're not even being loud. You're like, wait, and then you're being silent, chewing your gum. You can at least chew loudly if you want to make us wait for it. Chew in your mic. Come on, do something, man. Good job, guys.
Oh my god. I'm gonna kill you, Jonathan.
That's a good
Jonathan, mute yourself. Okay, good. Now you can mix whatever you want while you're muted. While you're muted, you can do whatever you want. Yeah, there you go. Talk, do whatever. Good. All right, we're starting this over now.
Yes.
Don't unmute yourself yet, fucker. Damn it. I'm ready, Ryan.
Wait,
I'm ready.
is this
ready.
episode 189?
I gotta count down again.
188. 100.
Jonathan. Mute yourself.
We're all
How's
hyped.
your evening?
That was a test.
I say we make Johnathan host the show.
Jonathan, mute yourself. Hit mute. Ready?
Damn it. All right, fine. Tell me when to mute. Just give me give me a thumbs up when to unmute.
Okay, well, that's when
When
you
he says your
when,
name
yeah,
and
when you hear my name, when you hear me
that's
call
when
your
you
name,
unmute.
yeah, when you hear me call your name, say Jonathan joining us. You can unmute to say hi, and then mute yourself again because you talk or make noise in the background.
Can you tell me that I mute myself? Say, John, you can unmute yourself, and then I'll mute. All right. Okay. Okay, good. I'm muting myself now.
All right.
In 5, 4, 3, 2.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, a horrible gamer. Fuck that up. Okay. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, a Horrible Gamers podcast, show number 188, being recorded on January the 27th, 2018. I'm one of your hosts, Jesus Gonzalez, also known as Jesus Walks a Lot. Today I'm joined by the HGP crew plus one from the Great White North, Canadian land. Ryan Gibson, Gib8777 is here. Welcome back, Ryan.
What's going on, everybody? Another episode of Horrible Gamers. Let's do this.
That's right. And from the West Coast, the best coast, my friend Gunny Chief, Henley Merrill is here. Welcome back, Henley.
Hello, guys. How goes it?
It's going, man. It's going. And from Oregon, my friend Johnathan is joining us. Johnathan Hall, Penpointred. Welcome to the show, Jonathan.
Wait, should I unmute myself?
Yes, unmute yourself.
Okay. All right. Okay, guys.
Fucking asshole.
Oh, I love you guys. Hey, guys. Woo! Penpointred, Oregon.
No, mute
Titanfall.
yourself again. Mute yourself again.
Titanfall, good to
Mute
represent.
yourself again.
All
Mute.
right, guys.
Mute.
I love y'all. Mute.
God. Okay. Guys, you are tuned in to one of the world's greatest video game podcasts, and you can always follow us on Twitter at _horriblegamers and go ahead and buy some gear from us, like a t-shirt or a hoodie or some socks or a sticker if you like to put it on your car, on your window, on your parents' car. We don't care. Put it anywhere. Teespring.com/HGPT is the link. You head over there and buy some gear. Like I said, you only have until the 8th of February to get something good for yourself. And so don't regret that and go there now. Teespring.com/HGPT.
Get your lover some sexy gamer socks.
As always, you can join the Facebook group, Horrible Gamers Podcast Community, over on Facebook. It is a closed group. You join it, and anything you post in there won't be seen by your friends on the feed. So go ahead and do that. But guys, let's get into what we've been playing this week, and let's talk about video games, since that's what the listeners are here for. And I played a lot of games this week, tons of games, guys. Starting off the list for me this week, it's going to be Quantum Break, because I got to the ending of that game on Sunday. But I didn't finish it because the ending is too hard.
Oh, did you drop it down to baby mode?
Nope, not at all. No, I still am playing it on normal. I've been playing it on normal the whole time, so I'm going to continue playing it on normal.
It's not that hard, Jesus.
It's not that hard. I think I'm just stuck doing the same Like the last week before, I was doing that mode, that one level where everything's breaking down. You gotta like build it up and then run through the obstacles, and then they collapse again because of the time break or whatever. So I was doing that level, and I kept dying. I couldn't get past it, and then the next day I went back to it, and I did it in the first try. I'm thinking I'm in the same situation with this. If I go back to this like tonight or tomorrow, sometime during the day or whatever, and I play it again, I think I'll be able to just beat it. I think I just got stuck in doing the same thing, the same style of kills over and over and over.
Yeah, you got to change it up.
Yeah, so I think that's what it is. So I'm going to try that and see how that works out. But the game is great, man. The story is so cool. That story is freaking awesome. And those episodes are really cool as well. Like the ones that they show you like in between each mission, they kind of break into the episode and you kind of see the fallout of what you did during the game. That's freaking awesome because, yeah, it's a good show. So I recommend it.
Would it be a good game to play with my wife who's not into video games? Like, is there enough? Because I have a feeling like she might like the mid sections where it's the video playing or like the TV episode. But will she get sick of me repeating the same like fuck up every like now like again and again and again and again? Like, is it pretty fluid as far as the story, or do you get stuck on sections and have to keep repeating it, or?
I mean, no. I mean, you don't necessarily. It's not that hard of a game. I mean, a lot of the sections you could just get through them the first time you try them because it's all about being able to utilize all your powers to get through a section, right? A lot of them have obstacles that you have to use certain powers to like go through them. But for the most part, the game is pretty simple. It's just a shooter game. You just go through there, you're killing the guys. You usually use your powers to stop bullets, use shield, stop time, etc. It's not that hard of a game. But okay. I'm thinking she would like the shows in between, but you got to be watching the game to understand the shows.
How much gameplay is there between the scenes of the game?
There's a lot. There's a lot more than the scenes. There's a lot more. Would you say
like it's an hour or 2 hours of gameplay?
An hour, maybe 2 hours at times. Yeah, even sometimes maybe a little bit longer. There's not that many episodes. There's like maybe 4 or 5 or 6.
I was trying to show my wife like Sea of Thieves today, and to show her how cool it was. But then when I started screaming when I was getting eaten by a shark, she got pretty sick of it. It's like, I can't watch you play games because you scream. And then she left, and I was like, well, that sucks.
That sounds like a personal problem, Jonathan.
So am I gonna scream during Quantum Break?
No, you're not. Why would you scream? There's no reason to. The game, like I said, it's fun. It's a fun game, and I like it. And I recommend it for anybody who's listening that hasn't played Quantum Break to go play it, especially if you bought the new console. It's a great game for the new console because they recently updated it for the 4K graphics and the HDR and all that. So it looks freaking amazing, man. It looks so good. That game is up there with some of the best looking games on the system.
I have it on PC. I just haven't fired it up yet. That's through Steam Game Sharing. Yeah, so I don't own it.
I have a sealed copy myself that I bought. Came with my Xbox, and I just haven't played it yet. So I've been.
And John, did you get the X? I can't remember if you did or not.
No. I'm gonna be slow to that. I invested all my money in fucking VR.
So right, that's right. Yes.
Oh, yeah. But anyways, Jesus has inspired me. I think I actually might open my Quantum Break and check it out.
Yeah, I'm glad, man, because I mean that game is good. And I think you would like it. I think anybody who really isn't a gamer might like this game because, like I said, it's not too hard, and it's pretty straightforward. Think of it like an Uncharted game or something, where you're just going through a level and you're kind of just shooting the bad guys and getting to the end and seeing a pretty cool cutscene. And what I like about this game that it does differently from other games, it lets you in cutscenes. So, like let's say in between missions, there's sometimes cutscenes with the bad guy. It lets you make decisions as the bad guy. As to influence the story to see where it goes. And from what I've heard, those decisions, some of those really influence what you see in certain cutscenes, what you see in the episodes themselves that are shown with live action, and what certain sections of the levels are like, because you can turn the people against the main character, or you can have them turn against the evil guy. Like make bad decisions. You make bad decisions as the bad guy to have the people turn against the company that you're running. So it kind of in the end, when that plays out, is the people tend to help out the main character more instead of being against them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So the game is really good. It's well done. I like it. I recommend it. I know it's a pretty old game, and you guys are thinking, "Oh, this is playing 3-year-old games." But check it out. Check it out.
Yeah, I just missed it. I think
Everybody did.
I was
think
playing something else.
No, the reason I missed it was because I saw the reviews for it weren't really that good, but man, I'm so glad I actually went out and tried it for myself because it
was a good game.
It's a good game. And I know the reviewers destroyed that game. They were like, "Oh, it's boring, it's this and that." It's not boring. It's a good game. If you're into the story, you will like it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Another game. Yeah, another game that I finished this week was Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, the campaign. I finally finished it, guys. 4 years later.
Yay!
Woo! I killed Kevin Spacey. I dropped him into the fire. Spoilers.
Social justice warrior.
I dropped him into the fire, guys. So that's that. That campaign is pretty fun, actually. So right after that, I was like, should I go play the Call of Duty Ghost campaign? And I was like, no, I'll hold off on that one for a bit. Because Call of Duty campaigns are fun. Especially like those where you have all the mech suits and crap like that. You feel like a badass playing those missions sometimes. And of course, this week I played some more PUBG. You know about that. PUBG recently got a new patch, so it's running pretty damn smooth now, right, Ryan? You played it with me yesterday.
Yeah, it's running a lot better now.
Yeah, I mean, the rubber banding is still there, but it's very slight.
Mm-hmm.
Were you saying, Gunny?
I did not play. I was just going to say I didn't play it this week.
Well, you should, because the game is super well optimized now, and I can't wait to have them optimize it even more to just get rid of the rubber banding altogether. That's going to be crazy. But the game is good. It's fun. PUBG is good. Lots of dumb moments happen in that game, and I feel like I'm getting worse at it, or either people are getting really good at it.
I heard the players are just getting good at it. Like, it's basically getting to the point where like people are like perfecting their game at it, and so the entry level, if you're jumping in now, it's gonna be really like. I mean, I might.
It won't be impossible. No way. It is still possible to get in there and play the game.
And you'll get some fucking like lucky one-offs for sure. Like,
but I feel like what people have gotten better at is getting headshots, and those things are killer because one bullet drops you, right? So, yeah.
Well, we had that one game too that was like me and Wing. You and Taggin both had died, and me and Wing kept going, and we got third. I mean, it wasn't like,
Yeah. And we even got to that one, the last game we played together was we were all alive at the end. Yeah. And we got third place. The only reason we died was because we waited a little bit too long, and we got to that very last circle. We had 3 squads left alive. So it was literally 3 squads left alive, right? Because there was 12 people left. So it was, 3 teams of 4.
I've heard that with people getting better, there's actually been more people in the final circle than before. Is that true?
Yeah, definitely. Now than before. Yeah, because I remember when the game first came out the first week.
There'd be like a couple people in there.
You would get to like the last, let's say the third to last circle. So like the third circle, the third collapse or whatever. And like there would be like maybe 20 people left alive. And like everybody had died in the first half of the game. So it was pretty crazy. But yeah, the game is fun. Guys, I played another game.
Once you can time it. Yeah, once you time it well. And I've seen him do it just from spectating where like you're just riding right on the circle where it's, to get it down to the last 5 people.
Yeah, so I'm just running the edge, right?
It takes a little skill.
I circle around the edges and I wait till the very last second to get into the circle so I don't... Because I hate when I get into the circle and I'm one of the first ones there and I'm in the middle and someone runs up behind me. I like to be the guy that can be running up behind people, that I see them laying down inside a bush. I run up behind them and just kill them. It's easier for me to take them from behind. It's easier for me to kill them.
I'm getting a lot better at aiming and shooting, so it took a while. So people are definitely getting better.
Oh, I want to play it right now just talking about it. Another game that I played this week, guys, is Rebel Galaxy. This is a game that came out in 2015, at the end of 2015, if I'm correct. I think it was the end of 2015. Anyways, Rebel Galaxy, guys, is a really good game. It is only $20 on Xbox Live. I know it's on Steam as well, and it probably is on PlayStation too.
Yeah, it is on PlayStation.
I saw that.
Go buy this game.
Does it have anything to do with Star Wars, or is it just...
No, Rebel Galaxy is a space game, so I don't know, nothing to do with Star Wars at all.
Oh, okay.
Besides being in space. So the game is set... So the game is set like this. So you start off the game, and basically it says your aunt or whatever gave you a spaceship. She gave it to you. You inherited it. She was like, here you go. You got a spaceship. So you start the game off and it's like, okay, I got a spaceship. So you're talking to like this alien guy and he's like blah, 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 making like weird noises because that's how aliens talk in the game. He's making weird noises and he's telling you like, oh, like I can help you upgrade the ship to get some like defender, some shield or something else, a deflector or something like that it's called, or an attractor beam. So you go do the first mission. And the game is really fun, man. So you're out in space, you're flying around. You never actually get out and walk around in your ship. When you're going to docking at a space station, you're looking at menus.
I hate walking, so that's awesome.
You're looking at menus and clicking at menus, and you can like go to the bar and talk to people at the bar and click on the menu, see what they say,
I love
see
bars.
if they have info.
So that's awesome.
You can also so once you get missions, you go off into space. You're flying your ship around, right? And the flying is not like in Elite Dangerous where it's really like up and down, left, right, like all the axis and you got all the simulation going on. It's not like that. It's more like Assassin's Creed Black Flag flying. Like you know how you drove that ship? You're just floating on the water. You're just going right, and it's just going.
So it's kind of an auto.
Yeah, so it never goes up and down. But you can just fly straight. Yeah, like it goes straight, and you have speed. You control your speed. You control everything. You can go into hyper warp speed or whatever to like travel.
Is it closer to the Star Wars Battlefront flying than?
No, not at all. Not at all. No, like I said, it doesn't go up and down. It's just on a plane, like left to right. You know, it's horizontal. You just go straight, and that's where you're going. Okay. So you're flying through space. And sometimes you'll like run into like other factions. So there's 4 different factions or 5 different factions in the game. There's the something jacks, I forget what they're called, something jacks, like the JJ is their logo. Then there's the Red Devil Cartel. There's another one that's like a space, like another type of like evil people or whatever. They're in their thing too. There's the Galactic Federation, and that's like the good, like big military people. And then there's like the people, just like the normal space people that live there or whatever. And the galaxy is huge, man. So the galaxy is intense. It's a huge fucking map. So you're in each solar system. You can jump to like a different solar system if you go to like the hyper relay or whatever the hell that thing's called. You jump in there and you go to another relay and you just, go through there and you can jump to different galaxies or whatever. It's a really cool fucking game, dude. And the shooting is so simple. It's like you press up and you control your turrets, and the turrets kind of auto-lock to enemies flying around you, so you can spray them with the bullets. But if you're fighting a bigger ship, like maybe your size, instead of the smaller fighters, you're fighting like a bigger ship, you can hit them with broadside cannons. So the cannons on your right and the left of your ship, you can just look, it's like in Assassin's Creed Black Flag where you look over to like the right side of the ship, you hold LT to charge up your cannon.
Okay.
It'll light up like a certain color. I think it's like red or something, or gold. Once it's fully loaded, it's gold, and then you let go and it shoots off the missiles or whatever that you're firing at them. And you can also buy different things for your ship, like flat cannons. So flat cannons, if someone's shooting missiles at you, like your ship will be like, missiles detected, missiles incoming, and it'll flash on the screen, missiles incoming. So you're like, you don't have time to evade. So you press X and it shoots off like these little like metal pieces or whatever that are glowing. Then the missiles lock onto those.
Kind of like flares, like a
flares, like a jet.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And the game is really good, man. It's good.
Is it a single player game or is it multiplayer?
It's only single player. Only single player. You would think that this game would be good for like a multiplayer, like Elite Dangerous.
It sounds like it.
But I'm glad it's not. I'm so glad it's not. I'm like so happy that it's not. That's why I even bought it, because I was like, this is not an online game. The reason I don't want to play an online game like that is because you get in those games and there's usually people in there that are flying around, that have been flying around since the game first came out in alpha, and they're like so good at it that they have like
got like 80 hours in, dude.
Yeah, they got like a $50 million ship that can destroy you in like 2 seconds. Like those ships are ridiculous, and you don't have a ship like that when you start off the game. Right now, my ship is pretty good. I've upgraded it quite a bit. I've upgraded the rockets on it, like the missiles. I upgraded the booster, like the thing that accelerates it. The armor, the shields, and you get credits and you do all that. But what's really interesting about this game is there's an economy in the game. So each spaceport, there's different ones around the galaxy. You can fly to a spaceport. And if you're friendly, usually the ones that are like owned by the people of the galaxy, they usually let anybody dock in there. So like you can be like a criminal and dock in any like one of those. But like if you go into like an area that's controlled by the criminal factions and they have their own spaceport that's owned by, like, let's say the Red Devil cartel owns this spaceport and you're not friendly with them,
you have to have a special
if you approach that spaceport, you will drop out of hyperspeed, so you're like flying through there, you know, and all their fucking turrets that they have set up around the spaceport for auto defense, and any other ship in the vicinity will fucking chase you, and you'll get shot at so quickly. It's crazy. And the game is so good, dude. The economy is really interesting because some economies, like if like a spaceport will run out of food, and let's say the Galactic Federation or whatever the hell they're called, the militia, they say they launch a few ships to support that port, and they're transporting food. You can intercept those ships. You can fly to where they're kind of like the direction that they're coming from. You can intercept and you can hail them. Like, you can say, like, hey, this is whatever, you know. And you can talk to them and they'll be like, what do you want? And you could be like, give me your stuff. Or you can be like, hey, I'm here to help you. I'll help you, escort you, and I'll get you to the spaceport if you give me like some money, and I'll help you fight any people that try to come attack you. And then you just follow them, or you can just steal the stuff, kill them all, take all their stuff, take it back to the spaceport that they were going to, and then sell it to those people at a higher price than they were going to sell it to them at. So there's a lot of stuff like that in this game. It's really interesting. I really am enjoying it, and it's so awesome. It's so good. So good. It's only $20, man.
Right, I see that on Steam for $20.
Yeah, it's so good for $20. I'm like,
as well.
How does this game like get no attention? Like, literally 3 people on my friends list played it. I think it was like Phil Spencer played it, and like 2 other people on my friends list played it. I was like, what?
Me and my buddy Phil are like, oh my God, what is this shit?
Actually, so this came out October 20th, 2015, but it's got all positive, very positive reviews.
I remember it was Vinny from Giant Bomb was big on it for their 2015 Game of the Year show. He was pushing that game a lot.
It is so good, and I could see why, because the game has a lot of systems in it that you wouldn't think that a game like this at this price would have. All the characters you interact with yourself, like you go to a spaceport and you meet a new alien or whatever that's like a friend or somebody at the bar, you talk to them. They have their own language. They have their own like voice actor that did like a language that's only for that alien race, and they're like, blah, blah, blah. They're talking in whatever language they're talking in, and then you can be friends with them or not. It's fucking cool, man. It's a cool game, and everybody should play it. Everybody should.
Okay, yeah, I'll check it out. Check out the trailer.
I don't care if it came out 3 years ago. You should play this game, especially if you like the Assassin's Creed Black Flag combat, like the looking to the left and firing. It's pretty good. Pretty good, Gunny. You'll like it. But
sweet.
Tight.
Other than that, I played a game today called Beholder. This is a game that I talked about earlier on the show. I talked about it a few months ago, actually. It came out on phones first, and it finally came to the Xbox One. The definitive edition came out for the Xbox, and my friend Clint actually sent me a message and he bought it for me. He like, here you go, man, like gift.
Thanks, Clint.
So he gave it to me. Awesome, thank you, Clint. So pretty much this game is the same as last time. You're spying on people in an apartment complex, and it's like communist Russia or something, where like all these crazy laws are being passed, and you're spying on everybody, and you're sending people to get go to jail or whatever, and replacing them with new people and whatever, all that good stuff. So I played that.
Did that also come out on Switch? I think I saw something on that.
I wouldn't doubt it, because it's a game that could run pretty much on anything, right? Because it runs on phones pretty good, so I could see it running on the Switch. I wouldn't doubt it. But yeah, with that, I also played another game this week that was pretty weird. I played that what's that game called? Spin Tires Mud Runner.
Oh gosh,
this is a game for you. This is a game for you,
You didn't
Gunny.
buy that, did you?
No,
I thought you would be all about it, Gunny. It seems
this is a game for Gunny.
Extreme trucking, basically.
This is extreme trucking, guys. I was in a forest.
I'll let Jesus talk about it first, but I haven't played it.
I was in a forest, and it said you need to drive your big ass truck to get some logs at this logging camp and deliver them to the lumber mill. So I was like, all right.
Mud in the way?
So I'm driving my big truck. I'm like, turn. Then I'm dropping the gears and doing all that, Gunny. It's like a simulator, dude. Like I put it on unrealistic mode. So I'm like dropping the gears and putting it in all-wheel drive. And then somehow I ended up missing the turn to the logging camp. And I drove my truck into a lake. and I messed
Don't
up
mention that, Gunny.
and I messed up the engine, and I my truck stalled out in the middle of the lake, and I think the weird thing is though, when my truck, because it kept like stalling out in the lake, right? Because it was going too slow. It was like, and it would just stall out, right? Because like you're shifting too high or whatever, the truck stalls out. And so then like when it said your truck was destroyed, the engine doesn't work. It says your engine is destroyed. It doesn't work. Like the game didn't end. It was just there. I was just sitting there. I'm like, there's no game over screen, nothing. I was like,
right, you can't. It's not like you can get out of the vehicle. You are the vehicle.
Did you call AAA? Did you?
I should have. Like, hey guys, I'm stuck in the middle of this lake. Come pick me up.
My mud runner is mudded down. So I got too much mud.
It was really weird. That game is so weird, Gunny. Have you played it?
You know what? I've watched clips because when I first got this PC, and I went on Steam, and I think I was looking at different videos and video reviews, and it might have been in early access at the time, and and it looked like it just wasn't optimized, and it looked like a freaking get out of the mud simulator.
I know, but it seems like that game would give you a raise, though, Gunny. If you beat that and show that to your boss, if you printed out your screenshot of you getting some achievements, you're like, dude, I can get my fucking truck out of anything. If we get mudded down, if all of a sudden this hurricane comes down in California out of nowhere and muds
California finally falls into the ocean.
Yeah, and there's mud everywhere.
Okay.
Who's going to be the guy that can get your beer delivered?
I'm going to take little video clips of me playing this game, and then I could just text it to him.
Do it.
Oh, totally. I would do it. Sure. This seems like a pay rate game for you.
And the game, I'm not sure it's all 100% like mud, because for some reason, like when I was in the garage, and you know how you can pick the loadout of what you want to be the back of your truck, like what do you want it to like transport, like you can pick like a log thing or whatever to hold logs, or you could pick a thing to hold whatever you want to hold. You can hold anything back there. There was a thing that said like to fireproof your carriage, like the carriage of the truck, you fireproof it because you're transporting fuel. I'm like, oh man.
What are some other obstacles besides mud?
There's mud, there's rivers, there's trees, there's more mud, dirt,
more mud,
lots of dirt.
A DLC.
You can, guys, hold on. Let me tell you something.
Isn't there like a tow truck or something?
Every truck in this game has a winch, and you can hook it up to a tree and pull yourself out of like
That's it.
mud.
That's what I saw. And those look boring, Jesus. That looked so boring.
I was going up a hill, and I was in the river. I was driving through the river. I couldn't get past this little hill in the river. I winched a tree, and I pulled myself up into the lake. That's what I did.
Winches are the best. Yeah, so, Gunny, I would totally play this and screenshot it and give it to your boss.
I don't know, though, guys. How much is this game? $60? I got it. I'm not going to lie. I got it for free, but...
When it first came out, I think it was like $44. Now it's down to $30.
I would not pay that. No.
Did it go up in price?
It's expensive for me.
The only way I would pay that or recommend that to any of our listeners at this point is if you're really into simulator games, like if you're really, really, really into simulator games.
Or you live in a very muddy area.
This is the game for you. This is the game for you, all right? Like if you like Airplane Simulator, all the simulators you could think of. Farming Simulator, this is your game. This is your game. I think Ryan's buying it right now.
No.
Yeah, but if you're more like a Need for Speed or a Forza,
no, don't buy this.
Don't buy this.
This isn't no fast game. You're not driving F-150s through the mud. You're driving big log trucks through the mud.
Well, there are Jeeps. They have Jeeps. I don't know what those are for, but
yeah, they do have Jeeps in the game. Yeah, you're right, because I did drive a Jeep through there too. I didn't drive that into a lake, but I did drive one.
Yeah.
Wow, this list keeps going and going. Another game that I played this week, guys, was City Skylines. I started a new city, Gunny.
Oh, good.
I called it Europa because it's in Europe. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Guess what?
What are you inspired
the other day, I was playing in my city. I was a small city. I only had like $3,000 in my account, and I fell asleep. I woke up.
Did you wake up and all you people on fire and in the hospital?
I woke up 4 hours later. My Xbox was still going. My city's still going. And I had like $600,000 in the bank.
Yeah. Sometimes I'll leave it running on Mondays, where I'm like, okay,
You leave it running?
Like, set the city on fire. I'll just leave it running.
And then so like when I woke up, I kind of just like, what the hell? I kind of just turned off my Xbox and went to bed. So I was like, the next day, I was like, I'm kind of curious to see what damage was done to my city. Like, how many buildings burned down? You know, like, is everybody gone because, you know, the freaking disease spread or something? So I went back in there and, like, it wasn't too bad of damage. Like, a lot of my neighborhoods were abandoned. I'm assuming people left because there weren't enough jobs or something, you know, or something. I didn't zone them out, you know, appropriately so people couldn't afford to live there or something. So a lot of it looked like Detroit.
Yeah.
After the economic crisis.
We love you, Detroit.
Right. Abandoned houses.
It looked like Detroit after the economic crisis of 2008. It looked like that. And I was like, whoa. So I had to destroy a bunch of the houses.
Is Eminem on there?
Now I'm just building, man. I'm just building again. And I don't know how I'm going to make this city. I don't know yet. I don't know.
Hey, it's all about imagination. Just whatever
build,
it
right?
becomes.
Well, the thing is, I got rid of all my industry, so I now only have offices. I don't have any factories in the game, and like, there's a problem with that. I don't have any enough goods to sell in my shops, like the markets. So they're like all like complaining to me, like, oh, we need more goods to sell, and they're all closing down because I don't have enough stuff being shipped in from other cities, I guess. So I need to build factories, I think.
Yeah, and then you need to zone it.
The problem is with factories, though, Gunny, I have too many high-educated people that don't want to work in factories. So I need to dumb people down. I need to destroy schools or something.
That's so fucking weird. Oh my god.
Right. Fuck, kid, go to college, kid.
Yeah, destroy the schools or something. I don't know.
You build robots to do that shit?
I don't know. I gotta figure something out. You figure it's a technology-run city. It's pretty much like a green city. I have like all these like fucking water fucking things that like spin in the water and create energy, and I have like a dam. I build all kinds of cool stuff to like power the city.
Like an Oregon city, basally.
Yeah, pretty much. It really is. It's like all green.
Was there an automatic update for Green Cities DLC?
I don't know, because I got a lot of new stuff in the game. I have like a thing where I can like put up road maintenance to like make my traffic go super fast. Like they can speed down the road because like
nice.
Road maintenance.
Well, road maintenance, yeah, I guess that's with all the DLC, but mainly what that's for is they go out and repair potholes, but it was first designed for, I think it was for the snow DLC. Yeah. So yeah, they go out and clean the roads. Yeah,
so my city, it doesn't snow in it, but I put those down and it seems like the traffic flow is better. I just don't know, man. I got to play this game more and check it out. Obviously, the listeners have heard enough of City Skylines, so they're probably like, come on, Jesus, don't talk about City Skylines.
So have your co-hosts.
I just wish that game was like co-op or something like that.
I wish I could have people visit my city because y'all would love it. I know. I have the Statue of Liberty.
Great. I would love to drive around in your city.
I have the Statue of Liberty in my city. I have a big game company in my city. I have all kinds of cool stuff. Cool stuff, guys.
He's got video arcades all over the place.
That's right. And guys, let's all talk about this because I know we all played it. And I played it specifically with who the hell did I play this with? Was it Gunny or Ryan?
It was me, Gunny, and Wingman and Johnathan.
It was yeah. 3 bells, guys, 3 bells. So we all played. We got together.
Wingman on the captain's thing, Gunny on the fucking sails, and Pinpoint on the anchor. Yeah,
guys.
Well, you were lookout in the front and anchor.
Sea of Thieves. Yeah. We all played it. The beta is out right now on the Xbox, and I think on Windows as well. No.
Yeah, I think it came out on Windows too. Yeah.
Anyways,
played it on Xbox.
We all played it, and guys, I love ringing bells in that game.
Yeah,
3 bells tells me that I have to get ready to drop the anchor.
See, I conditioned.
So Johnathan drops the anchor. It's time for him to hit the bottom of the sea and put a hole in the hole.
That's what I need to do. That is my next position. So I'm going to drop the anchor when I get the 3 bells. I'm ready. You guys holler at me. I drop the anchor. And then once I jump docking the anchor, I'm going to run down deck and check for any fucking holes.
No, see, Wingman at first, he wasn't very good at driving the ship. Then he got really good at it. And then...
Oh, man, he was...
So then I had to like condition you guys, especially Johnathan, to like understand what 3 bells meant, understand what 2 bells meant, and what 1 bell meant. So I had to like condition you guys to do that. It was good. You guys got it after like 20 minutes of me ringing the bells. It worked.
It didn't take long.
Yeah. But something about this game,
the missions of this game, because that was all you and Wingman doing the whole missions,
like all that stuff. Okay, so
that stuff. Me and Jonathan were just more focused on other things.
Well, the missions were really like all right, go find this island, dig up the treasure, go back to the outpost, cash it in.
So was it the same as it was before, Jesus?
Pretty much, but now you have a guy. Really nice. Now you have a guy you talk to that you turn in the chest to, and you have to buy the quest from him. You have to buy the missions from him.
Okay.
So you got to pay him.
And then been, like, gorgeous,
as you're cashing in your chest, though, Ryan, you are upgrading your level of him. So once you upgrade to certain levels, he'll give you like, pay me 400 coin and I'll unlock the next tier of chest or missions for you to get, you know.
Okay.
But that only applies to you as a player.
There's a little more mission structure, but no more player progression structure or anything like that.
No, and that applies only to you as a player. So if I buy the second tier of missions, and let's say Gunny goes up to him and talks to him, and even though Gunny's in my crew, Gunny can only still select the first tier missions. So you got to kind of figure that one out, right? Because, I mean, who's going to be buying the missions? Right. Are you going to be all buying the missions? Only are some of you going to be buying the missions? Is only the captain going to buy the missions? Yeah. You got to figure that out, right? Because I realized that because I think Johnathan had bought the level 2 missions. So when I went go talk to the guy, I was like, oh, maybe I can select from level 2. And no, it said I needed to buy the level 2 pack to get level 2 missions. So I had to pay him 200 coins to unlock the level tier or the tier 2 pack. The gold one, I think it's called. And you get like new missions from like new captains or whatever. With that being said, though, man, the game is looking great, Ryan. It's the best looking it ever has been.
It's freaking gorgeous.
That's what I'll say.
Like every time I see that game, it's like is really good looking. And I don't know if each time they keep like making it better, but I swear this time is just freaking it's gorgeous. It's such a good looking game. I love it.
It looks good.
I think the art style
sounds great. It looks great. All the textures. Everything looks so nice about it.
I feel like the art style really fits the game well. That cartoonish art style. At first, when I first saw it at E3, I wasn't really thrilled by it, right? When they first kind of showcased that game, I was more like, I was more into like the Skull and Bones art style because that looks really cool. It looks realistic, right? But
so I'm glad we have that. I'm glad we have that difference.
Yeah,
we're gonna get that Skull and Bones later on this year.
So I'm excited for that too, and I'm wondering what they're gonna do with their progression and how they're gonna set up their mission structure. Are they gonna copy it? Or are they gonna change it? Or I don't know. You know, if it's gonna be deeper, it's gonna be weird to see how that game plays out.
But just going back to completing an actual mission, where it looks like all the coin was divided between the four of us.
Yeah, it was.
Because you are receiving the reward.
I'm curious on what they're going to do with the full version. Like, once it busts out, like, as far as, like, the... I just want to see more NPCs. I want to see bigger creatures that, you know, like skeletons that we have to go against, but, like, maybe skeleton captains or
And I think you will. I think you will see that, and I think we're going to see sea creatures in the end of the full game. We're gonna see like the Kraken.
Oh man,
you're gonna fight a Kraken.
I think you're gonna see that.
That would be amazing.
I think
you had to like hack off the things while they're like.
Yeah, I think you will see that. I think you will. That. Yes, you will see like big. I think you will see big creatures at the end of like the.
All right, Rare. If you're listening, make sure there's Krakens in there because we all want them. They'd be pretty awesome. Thank you.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, you know what I mean. Stuff like that, and we did fight a couple other ships. Right, guys, we fought.
Yeah, we didn't do very good though. So word of advice: if you have a ship battle, just make sure that the post battle that somebody goes and checks it downstairs.
And when we say post battle, we're talking like immediately, like the second you're not in danger.
Because we thought we were doing great, and we were like cruising off, and then all of a sudden we noticed that we weren't doing so good, and then we went downstairs to go check it out, and our whole galley was like flooded with water, and we sunk. And I think a couple of us got eaten by sharks. And
folks, Lord Splendid here.
Yeah, and so that was kind of where we ended for the most part for the evening, where we all kind of broke out, was where I think we were all just like singing pirate songs and
getting drunk.
I was playing a musical instrument and like, we're going to get this guy, right? Like we were chasing this ship and we got all our cannons loaded and Wing was driving straight forward. And I got the sails set and you got the sails
set. We were going full speed at that point. And
we were on game. Like we had all of our stuff nailed down by this point.
And at a certain point, I think I did hear water, but I didn't see anything because I was like, that can't be water in our ship. They didn't really hit us. And I think only one of their cannonballs hit us. Only one, and that's what sunk us.
But Jesus, didn't you say that, like, because there are different points on the island where there's turrets, and I think you said, that's a skeleton shooting at us.
Yeah, skeletons do shoot at you. Skeletons, if you reach they're not outposts. I think they're called strongholds.
Yeah.
If you sail near those things, the skeletons do shoot at you from the cannons. They have them set up all around those places.
No, that's awesome. I'm expecting the full game to go in there and find like a full on like skeleton holdout army. That's gonna be it's gonna be so good.
Yeah, the game will be fun, and I liked it, but there was something about it playing it that I was like, I'm glad I won't be paying $60 for this.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's so relaxing at the same time.
And it was cool. Like the first battle we got into, I had the sniper rifle and I took out one of the guys because he was standing on I think they want to call it the mast of the ship, the very end, like actual pole that's at the end. So yeah, I took him out. And
I like to call it the pointy of the boat.
Guys on there. And they were shooting cannons at us, like they were literally going by my face.
Yeah,
like the cannonballs.
I got shot off of it. I was on a cannon blasting another ship, and then I got shot off my cannon.
If the cannonball hits near you, you'll go flying.
And the sound effects are so amazing, though. When you get hit off that thing, it just sounds crazy. It's like, oh my god!
When you're firing the cannons, they sound so loud. It's like
the sound effects. The sound effects in the game are just so good too. Yeah. Between all the ropes like tightening and all the wind going through and all the everything, even bugs. Like when we were on an island looking for treasure and there was flies, I almost want to like slap my neck. Like they sounded so good.
Yeah,
it's like there's a fly next to me.
We need to play this more.
Those skeletons made noise because before I know it, they're like whacking me in the back of the head with the sword. I'm like, what the?
The game is good though, man, and I encourage you to play it if you got into the closed beta. And we'll probably talk about this here in the news coming up because it's a big deal what just happened this week with Xbox. But
Jesus, poor thing. With that, we had a little celebration towards the end and got sloppy drunk, and that was hilarious.
Jesus put down like 6 beers. Yeah. I put down 1 beer and I fell off the cliff into the ocean, and I that sobered me up pretty fast. And I had to figure out how to get back. But Jesus was like, I'm 3 beers in, I'm 4 beers in, 5 beers in.
Yeah, once I realized like you never pass out. You can just drink forever as long as you can make it back to the table and get more. You can keep drinking.
Gunny was like puking everywhere in the main area, and Wingman had to leave because Gunny was just puking everywhere. He's like, I'm out of here. I'm not dealing with this.
It was my 3rd beer because when I heard there must be some kind of lag, when I heard Jesus or Wingman say Gunny's puking, and I didn't see myself puking, and then I saw it on the screen, I was just barf on everybody, and then
by the time I got up there.
I remember Jesus saying, well, that's what your bucket's for, so you can puke the bucket. So what happened was I picked the bucket, like I chose it. I chose the bucket, then I went to I didn't realize it, but I scooped the off the floor and threw it on everybody. And by that time, I fucking lost it, man. I think my controller dropped out of my hands. Tears were coming out of my eyes.
Yeah, that's when I got back from the ocean. I made all my way up there, and I heard about Gunny puking. And I go there, and he's talking puke on people from his bucket. I'm like, oh my god, what did I get myself into? This is fucking ridiculous.
That game is fun, and I think moments like that we're gonna make this game great. Just like in PUBG, it's a lot. The game is fun, but the experience is what makes the game, right? Like the things you experience in it, and I think that's what this game is going to be all about. Those experiences you have with the crew you're with.
Yeah, it seems like they're shading away from the long-term progression of some games, like the grind of making your character great, and just going for these short-term experiences. Seems like.
I don't know. I liked it.
It's a good thing. It's great.
I almost feel like too, and I'm not just something I'm looking at from playing that large ship with 4 people. I'm thinking, man, if we just had a 5th person to gathering cannonballs and just that. So I am excited for this game.
But it would always be awesome to have more people on your crew. But I'm just excited for the time when we're like sailing the seas with our crew, and we look over, and all of a sudden there's like another ship coming over, and we somehow get a gamer ID tag on one of them, and it's fucking like Ryan Gibbs, and we're like, oh my god, we gotta fucking slam this guy. It's gonna be brutal. It's gonna be brutal. It's gonna be Ryan and fucking.
No man, we all join together.
and
sail the seas.
Sail together. Take out other ships.
Okay,
it's like a fucking
armada
ships. Fucking.
Okay, if we ever see you guys on the sea, we're gonna do a pact, and we're gonna just swarm.
The problem with that is you can't get close enough to a ship to identify it or identify the people on it. You just like, are they gonna shoot at me? Okay, fuck it, just shoot, guys, just shoot before they can even shoot back. Just shoot first.
We're gonna have a horrible gamers like.
If you can, I think a cool thing in this ship would be cool to be able to design your own sails and stuff like that.
The horrible gamers logo on the sails.
There you go. Yeah,
that'd be awesome.
Make your own, design your own sail.
Would be great.
Yeah, that would be pretty cool.
Oh man.
The game is fun though, and I'm looking forward to it.
Could you imagine that though? We're all like fucking sailing it across up to somebody.
Oh my God.
We all got the same fucking horrible gamer sails. They're like, oh shit!
Get to the boat. Let's get the fuck out of here.
Each of us heading up a ship.
It's a clan.
That'd be cool, man. If you can create like big, like crews like that where you can have multiple ships rolling together, or just being allies.
That'd be the day. That'd be awesome.
That'd be cool. Anyways, Ryan, what have you been playing, man?
I've been playing. Well, I forgot to mention this last week. I think I can't remember the Vanishing of Ethan Carter. Did I talk about that last week?
I'm not sure. Tell me about this. Even if you did, I don't care. Tell me about it.
I finished it. It's only about like 2.5, 3 hours long, depending on how much you get stuck on puzzles and stuff like that. But what a great game. Like, it was a good story. Again, it's a walking simulator. It's not hard. Mm-hmm. You kind of walk through and you have to solve a couple of puzzles here and there. But beautiful. Like, looks gorgeous.
Looks like Oregon.
And plays really well. What's that?
I also played that for an hour.
Yeah.
I was saying it looks like Oregon when I saw it. But it seems like I guess it could be any backwards, like woods area.
Yeah. I can't remember exactly where it was. I watched a couple of video clips on it, and it was. I heard actually that was like one of the games that pushes like the Xbox One's, the One X's like limits. Is that game for some reason? Yeah. Well, it's gorgeous. It's a really, really beautiful game.
Yeah, they're saying that it is photorealistic at points in that it's actually running on Unreal Engine 4. It's one of the only games running on that.
But yeah, so I played through that and had a good time with it, man. If you haven't played it, check it out. It's worth a playthrough, anyways.
Awesome.
I think it's only like $20, so it's not super expensive or anything.
Okay.
And then I played a little bit of Mutant Football League. This game's hilarious, man. I know didn't you play a little bit too, Jesus?
I played an hour of it today. Yes.
Yeah. Did you play through your whole hour?
Yeah. I love the commentator, dude.
Oh, he's so great, man.
So fucking good.
It's so fucking good.
The game looks dope.
Good.
I saw the graphics. I finished downloading it, but yeah, it looks awesome. Like what I've seen of it so far, as far as the graphics or just like anything on it.
Were you any good at it, Jesus?
Yes, actually, I wasn't bad at it at all. I was pretty damn good at it because, it's really like Madden, like the play setups. You know, like what shotgun means and when all that shit means. You're pretty much set to. I have no
fucking idea, so I'm just pick that one.
Shotgun. It must mean you have a gun on you.
Yeah. Well, it could. It could,
yes.
Because in this game, you can do shit like that. You get like power-ups, and then you'll go to do the play, and people will be running up on you, and you can just fucking pull out a shotgun and start blowing people away as they're running at you.
That's
and
not
you
football,
actually
though.
do you. No, it's not. It's mutant football.
Yeah. Mutant football, Gunny. Mutant football.
It's a different thing altogether. Like when you tackle people and get them on the ground, you can actually keep punching them and shit and doing damage to them.
Dude, I've killed so many people like that. I just killed him.
And your big guy comes over and like does a fucking big elbow drop on him, and like he explodes into pieces all over the field. Fucking hilarious, man. But it was interesting. I sucked at it, but I still had fun playing it. I didn't win a game at all. I've played 2 games so far, and I lost them both. But it's still a lot of fun just listening to the commentary and watching the shit that goes down in the game.
Wait, how long is that game for free? Like, is it? It's
an hour trial. It's an hour trial.
Okay. How much time do you have left on that?
Not very long. I think I probably have 15 minutes. I probably have enough for one more game.
Fuck. I'm gonna say next week is like the Super Bowl in the U.S., not in Canada. I don't know what that, but yeah. I was gonna say I could definitely see myself playing that game on a Super Bowl Sunday.
Down and playing fucking Mutant League football. Football.
This sounds perfect.
Yeah.
So maybe I'll kill your last 15 minutes that day, if anything. So.
Okay, so the other game that I played is Monster Hunter World.
Yay.
Yeah, it's weird. Shit to learn. I'm new to the series. I've never played a Monster Hunter game before. It's in depth, man. There's a lot of stuff you got to learn. There's a lot of stuff you got to figuring out how to group up and how to do quests, and everything has a little bit of confusion to it with me. Like when I'm trying to play it, I'm like, wow, okay. But then you get it, you know what I mean, and start progressing along. I've been having fun. I seem to have a lot more fun in groups. Single player is a little bit boring because it's all about grouping up with people and going in and just battling the shit out of this monster because they take forever to kill.
Yeah.
All right. So my
just go in there and it's like boom, 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 10 minutes. You're done, right? Like you're there for a good 20, 40 minutes fighting this fucking monster, and he runs away from you, and you got to track him down again, and you find him again, and everyone groups up, and you all jump in, and you're all like, fucking kill the motherfucker.
Because you guys all really want some new monster boots. So exactly. Wait, so is the monster doing anything to deserve you guys all gang rushing him? Like, has the monster invaded any villages or anything, or is it just minding its own business, but then all of a sudden Ryan and his gang of whatever decide to fucking...
To be honest, it's usually
That's a
just
question,
still in there minding its own fucking business.
You guys are being dicks and just like, you guys want to turn him into like a vest and some
This
boots.
is a preemptive strike, Jonathan.
I want a new
This is for the better of the
that
community.
monster could turn into Godzilla and kill you.
We had good word that monster was coming to our village.
Yes,
Yeah.
he's a terrorist.
With it. I feel like a dick because all of a sudden you have this majestic monster that's lived like thousands of years, but you're like,
monster.
I really want a new shield. I think I want to fuck him up. So you go in there and kill him and make a new shield. And
that's
you're
Well,
like,
if you watch the opening sequence, we're there for science, mainly.
Yeah, I think
There to explore new worlds and kill monsters because we hate monsters.
well, my coworker was saying that basically you as a character, you were chasing these 8 mega monsters that were flying around, and then one of them ambushed your ship, and then you crash land on this island, and then all of a sudden you have to like survive and start crafting your own stuff. So he said it's basically a revenge story. Like the first half of it, you're just getting like the shit kicked out of you by all the monsters on there. Then the second half of it, you're just like, fuck you, I want some boots. I want some socks.
Yeah.
I love it. I want some socks. I really do.
So, you know what it reminds me a little bit of? Well, some of the menu stuff, which I don't mind, I think it's fine, is Neverwinter Nights. So that's a free-to-play game on PC and Xbox PS4. But the menus are cool. I think everything's set up pretty well for co-op and team play.
All right. Well, for a
I'm
gamer
very
who
early
hates
on myself. I've only played for an hour and a half.
for a gamer who hates crafting, like Destiny is like my limit of crafting. Would this game intimidate me getting into it, or is the crafting?
You're pretty much killing an animal, going back to your blacksmith and crafting. And you just basically, okay, I have enough stuff to craft that. You hit the button and it crafts.
So it's basically like the weapons
collecting.
So it's like the weaponsmith on Destiny. So I go kill him, get all the shit, bring it back to my craftsmith, weaponsmith. They tell me I have this new weapon. I'm like, sweet, new shield, new socks, thank you.
I don't know how the weapon stuff work, but I notice also with things like, I want to say they're going to either be potions or antidotes, things like that. If you're cursed or possessed, whatever they're calling it, There's also an option there to, I think it's autocraft, so it'll autocraft some of those things for you. So you can just choose all the items to autocraft.
Man, that's a badass name for a band.
Take them as the resources come in. Like you're just picking up plants and different things.
Where did you see that, Gunny? Because I didn't know you could do that.
Yeah, it's in the menus. If you're, I'm just
in the menu.
In the menu, just go.
All right, sure.
In there.
Which menus? The menus that come up when you hit the select button. The menus that come up when you hit the start button. The menus that come up when you're in. When you're in the fucking thing.
I think
there's menus everywhere in this game.
There's a lot of menus. It took me forever to figure out how to exit game.
Yeah, yeah.
But it is there
weird
somewhere.
Things you'll be like, what the fuck? How do I do that? You know, like.
But yeah, I think it's in the start menu under, it might be like, oh gosh, I can't remember now, but it's in there somewhere. It'll say autocraft. Choose this item to autocraft it. Okay. So that's what I did. Oh, and then also the other thing too is
I'll turn that on for like antidotes and healing potions because I always want that, right? So
have you guys gotten in any situation where you thought you were in charge of it, like, oh yeah, I'm gonna take down this monster, then all of a sudden like another monster engages and you're like, holy shit. Okay, yes. I want to hear about it. Okay,
dude, I was
that's
fucking
like the coolest part about this game is the unexpectancy.
I was fighting this fucking bird lizard thing, and it was fucking kicking my ass. And I was like, Jesus Christ! And I got him down, and he was limping away. And fucking, I'm like, oh, okay, he's almost dead. So I'm striking him, I'm getting him, I'm going in, I'm fucking hitting him, doing damage and whatnot. And this fucking T-Rex comes fucking blasting in, and I'm like, Jesus Christ! And that thing was like one hit kill. I was dead. I was
shit!
Like,
that's crazy.
And it only gives you like it gives you 3 lives. If you die 3 times, you got to start over again.
Man,
so you
see that
hunt monster and everything.
Yeah, I think it'll say you passed out. It'll say, "Hey, you passed out," and then
you fainted, and then it takes you to your campground, and then you can go and get them again, but you can only die 3 times, and once you've died 3 times, you have to start the whole thing over again.
Man, but yeah, that seems like the craziest aspect of that.
And
cool.
You have a 50-minute time limit to kill them. I've had that happen to me too, where I was fighting this fucking guy. I think I was under-leveled because once I went back and leveled up and came back, I beat him. But I fought this guy for 50 minutes, and I was just fucking going at him and going at him and going at him.
50 minutes?
50 fucking minutes. That's crazy.
Holy
that's
fuck.
insane.
That's like a long... That's crazy.
Well, the enemy will run away. It'll go to a different area. You have to go chase after it.
And if you haven't collected enough evidence on it, the little footprints that you find around and stuff like that, then you don't know where he is. Once you've collected enough of those, it'll always give you a trail that shows you how to get back to him.
It'll have that green sprinkle trail. Yeah.
But I'm really having fun with it. I think like grouping up, we had a good group going earlier, Gunny, when you took off on us. We were having...
I had to go take a nap. I'm an old man.
Yeah. But hopefully we can keep that group together and keep playing because...
Yeah, I seen you've been on it. That's rad, though.
There's other things, too, where... just like, again, I'm just going to use that Neverwinter example. So you can go to this top area, not the canteen, but just that where everybody can kind of group up with either random players or with your... Yeah, so other players. And you can actually see each other in those areas. And you can go in there and create guilds, join guilds, arenas, which me and you did today. We actually went into an arena and fought the Pookie coins or some shit like that. I don't know what I think it's just more grinding or just having fun.
Yeah, I think that's more like, hey, these are the monsters that you beat. Go in and try and beat them again with your friends and stuff like that.
Yeah, and that was really interesting where, like, okay, so you want to get set up first with set up your loadouts. Make sure you have, your weapons are sharp and you've had enough food to eat. So basically eating food, the better food you eat is the better your stamina is going to be and your vitality. And
you can eat different foods. It is kind of. Yeah, you can eat different. Yeah. Foods give you buffs. So it might give you like a strength up 25% or health up 25% or, stamina up 10%, whatever. depending on what food you eat, it'll give you that buff going into the next match. So each time you go in, every time you go back to the thing, you want to eat food in order to get buffs to go in. And that buff might last you the whole match, or it might run out in the middle of it. You know, it depends on how long it takes you to kill the monster, right?
Yeah, it's probably on a timer, but then the more you battle an enemy, then it's going to affect your food as well, your food health. So yeah, it's there's a lot to it.
It's super interesting, and I'm excited to play some more. I'll probably be playing some more tomorrow.
Hey Ryan, do you think your little cat creature would beat Gunny's little cat creature's companion?
Oh, okay. So I got a question. What did you name your cat?
I named my cat Cat.
What did you name your pussy?
Whose pussy's better? Tell me.
Is it Calico, right? It's called, or Calico?
I named him Cat.
You named your cat
just like I named my horse.
Wait, with a star K.
With a C.
Okay.
With the K.
The reason I named it Cat actually is because Kathy was standing there when I was making it, and she helped me do the customization for it. So I called it Cat.
Oh, it's kind of named after your wife or whatever. That's pretty sweet. Okay. You get a pass for sure.
Mine is Lucky.
That is pretty sweet.
My companion, my road dog, is Lucky.
Do you let her know when she saved your ass, basically? Yeah. Hey, Kathy, you just saved my ass the other day.
It's usually back to playing Stardew Valley, so when I'm playing.
We played with Yogzilla today.
Yeah.
Yogzilla. And I had my companion, and he's just running around with like a little shovel. And basically, I feel like I took my kid to the beach. He's got a little shovel. He's running around like just kind of whacking the enemy. Yeah. Like, doing some damage there, kitty. Right.
It's cool. Like he'll run up on you like when you're getting low on health and shit, and he'll fucking heal you and stuff. I think like there's a way to Gunny. I don't know if you've done this or not, but you can upgrade him as well.
I saw that. That you can upgrade his weapons. You can change out his loadouts.
Yeah.
Him, her. Yeah.
Damn it, Jesus. I'm kind of jealous of Ryan and Gunny's little thing going on right now. Me and you need to be our own monster hunters. We need to kind of combat these guys.
No, you need to come and monster hunt with us.
This game is not a game for me.
What are you talking about? Jesus?
Carry on.
I don't understand how you can say this is a
It's not
game
very for me either. I just want to be a better monster hunter than Jesus than fucking Ryan and Gunny. That's all I'm saying.
There were some that were mainly like guns. Like they had like this gun element, like an actual, you could actually shoot at the animal instead of.
I don't want to run around with hammers or swords. Is there hammers or swords?
Oh,
there are
there's all
swords, but there's also.
Can I only use guns? Can I be a badass with a gun?
I think so.
I didn't see guns. I saw crossbows.
Lame.
There's crossbows, and they pretty much fire like guns. There's the crossbows have different ammo. Like there'll be a spread ammo, so it's more like a big shotgun shot, or you have like a bomb arrow, and it hits them and then blows up. I used that for a little bit, but I got into the dual blades, and I started running with dual blades because it's quick. You can hop in there, get underneath it, and fucking start chopping away, and then jump out quick, and then heal, and then go back in. And
tell me, whenever those monsters start messing with people's houses and stuff, and you guys need some help, like because those monsters deserve to be hunted, let me know. I'll Jesus, and we'll join in.
Yeah, I think I'm running with an axe/sword thing, and the thing it does when you press my trigger, it'll
the best weapon ever.
So it looks more like a large, big ass sword.
Yeah, it comes out and the sword part pops out, and it becomes a sword. And then when it's in, it's an axe, and you can chop.
So it's like a spoon, but a sword and an axe.
It's like a spork.
Spork. Yeah. Sorry, thank you. Not a spoon. Fucking goddamn it. Oh, thank you, Ryan. Holy shit. I let myself down on that one.
Well, so overall, guys, I want to know: do you guys recommend this to our listeners that maybe are not looking?
You know what?
Game?
I do. I feel like if you like, these big boss battle kind of games, if you like Destiny, even, I think that's something that's not. I'm not going to say it's the same because it's different. It's not. Sure, yeah. It's not guns. You're going in.
What
you're
player
actually
base do you think this would pull from the most?
I would say more PC. I think PC is going to be huge.
No, not PC, but basically what player base? Like Destiny, Overwatch,
But it's more
Gears of War. Do you think Eric's gonna be like, fuck Gears of War?
No.
I'm playing myself some this.
I think I don't really know where it would pull from. I think it's from a lot of different places. It's
cool.
It's a very niche kind of game.
No, it's good. It's awesome to hear like another game trying to fit in.
I feel like it's like Destiny meets Dragon Age.
I can see that.
Yeah.
It's like it's these boss things. It's more like the Dragon Age combat, but not as in like you're picking your stuff. You're actually it's more action than that would be. You're actually more involved in it.
Well, even though like Destiny works on like witches and knights and all that shit, it's not a fantasy game. It's definitely a sci-fi game. So there really hasn't been like, I mean, I guess there's World of Warcraft and a bunch of other shit that fit the niche, but like on the consoles anyways, there hasn't really been like that fantasy Destiny filler. So,
well, Dragon Age would be,
I guess,
where they're going with it.
Dragon Age fucking totally overwhelmed me when I saw so many players running around me. I think
also from the same company from Capcom, well, the same publisher, Dragon's Dogma, one of my all-time favorite games.
Yeah.
RPG. It kind of has that same feel as well. You figure I put almost 200 hours into that game.
Nice.
And it
I wish
have
it was
like a
easier.
co-op, but it did have a companion who was created from other online players, from whether it be PC, PS4, Xbox, and you would get all that same stats and stuff from that player from that same level. Yeah. So going forward now, this Monster Hunter world, you can actually mount animals. I mean, these different.
I love mounting me some animals. It's great.
Well, mount.
No, I wish it was easier to mount though. It's really hard.
How did you do that?
I mean, I actually got up above them on off a cliff.
We're straight rodeo, and I was like running after.
And then I jumped on top of them from the top of the cliff. But that shit's hard to do. It's like it's not easy. I don't know if there's an easier way, and I just don't know. But it's not fucking easy to mount them.
Yeah, because like in Dragon's Dogma, it was like right trigger, like would actually.
Yeah, in Dragon's Dogma, you could just climb up its leg. You know what I mean? It's not like you can do that in this game, unfortunately. That's what I was gonna say. I wish it was more like that, where you could just kind of grab onto them and climb up. But I think that would make it way too easy to kill the monsters. And when you're on, it's cool. Like when you're on it, you have to like you're hitting Y to attack. And then, like, when he starts to kick up, you have to fucking pull the left trigger because then you grab on and you hold on tight and, like, get ready for a ride.
Okay, so any college students out there, what I recommend is going to a college thesis of mounting mechanics. It'd be awesome.
Yeah.
It's just like, figure out, like, the best way to mount things in video games and go for it.
Absolutely. Yeah. So I say if you play Dragon's Dogma, because this is my first Monster Hunter game, and I know these have come out on DS and other. I don't know if it's been on PS4 before.
It's been on PS3, I think it was on, and it's been mostly on Nintendo platforms before that.
Yeah, I think it's on
It's DS, and there was a Wii version, I think. I
think on the portable PlayStation, whatever it was called, like not the PSP, but the one that was after that. Yeah, the Vita.
What I don't recommend is playing this by yourself, because one of the things you unlock in the first 30 to 40 minutes of this game is SOS, which is basically a flare gun. Hey, you're going to need your friend's help.
Help!
So, you can go in and, like, if you're having trouble with a monster or whatever, you can set off a flare, and then anyone that's like in your group will come, like, if they look, they'll see it. You set off a flare, they can come and help you.
Nice.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
You can do random players and random matches as long as it's at your level.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean the game seems pretty cool, man. I'm liking it a lot.
How's connections? Like, are you getting dropped, or has it been pretty smooth? I guess that's the important part these days. I'm asking, like, the connectivity. Like, how is the matches?
Me, I haven't had any issues with it so far.
The
main issue I had was actually just figuring out how to do it, because like it's not exactly easy. You have to go in and open up, go to the quest giver in the hub, and then you put an online quest, and then your group has to join that quest. So they have to go in and say, join that session, and then everyone will gather together, and you'll go off as a group.
There might have been some rubber banding, because there was a moment where I saw Ryan. It looked like he was fighting. What's going on here? The enemy is over there, and he's like, no, we're fighting the enemy.
Rubber band is okay. Rubber band is always funny to look at, but at least there's good connectivity. It's not like you guys are dealing with like For Honor bullshit, where it's like dropping you off every fucking encounter.
Oh, yeah. It was just a little glitch that Gunny couldn't. I guess the monster looked like he'd moved away, but me and the other guy were chopping away at it.
Nice. Well, that's good to know, because
like me and the other guy were fighting each other.
And then it seemed like also Ryan was like so far ahead of me, and I'm like, you know what? Maybe could have been further back and
had a little hiccup or
something. So have you guys ran into the monster that fucking like just kicked your ass? Like you guys thought you could do it. You guys were like, all right, Ryan, all right, Gunny, we got this.
Yeah.
And then going in, just fucking got obliterated.
The only time I had any issues like that was when I was playing single player. And it's usually when you run into that issue, that means you're not leveled up enough. You need to go back and do some more quests and maybe
kill
get
some other monsters,
armor, upgrade your weapons, or whatever, right? So,
anyway. Yeah, it's good gameplay. It's not super fast. Like I feel like it's well paced, because you have to actually stop pressing Y to attack, and then wait that full half second to press A to evade the direction you want to. So,
it's only a half second.
All the qualities of a great game.
It's you know what? It kind of reminds me a little bit of Dark Souls as well, just not as difficult.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah,
not as
rolling. You're rolling, attacking, rolling, attacking, rolling, attacking, rolling, attacking. Attack, roll, attack, roll. Depends on the different, whatever the monster's pattern is.
Right. Have you ever felt bad about killing a monster? Have you ever gone in there?
No, they don't feel bad, Jonathan.
Have you ever been like, oh, the monster was really pretty, but we just killed it and its 4 babies. We just killed its entire family in one go, but we got some really good boots out of it.
Jonathan, I was just walking through the fucking forest. Minding my own business. Beautiful scenery. Just walking, minding my own fucking business. And this fucking monster pops out and fucking starts fucking hitting me and shit. What am I supposed to do?
Those are going to be some fucking gloves. Those are gloves right there.
Supposed to do. All right? He attacks me.
Ever see that movie? Ever see that video?
I'm going to make him into boots. All right? I'm going to get my motherfucking socks.
Oh, that's right. Okay, good job, man. Socks. Socks for life. What were you going to say, Gunny?
I was going to say, did you ever see that video where Bambi's there and the music's going, the monster just steps right on him? Right? That's why we hate monsters.
Probably, yeah.
Anyways, guys, that's all I've been playing this week. Gunny, what have you been up to?
What else did you play?
That's it. What have you been up to, man?
Oh.
Are you sure you didn't play anything else? All right, sorry. Go ahead.
Besides Monster Hunter, I did also play The Vanishing of Ethan Carter, and yeah, so I'd say I played the first hour. I made it all the way down to past the dam, and I don't know, it didn't grab me. I think it looks pretty, running in 4K HDR, but I don't know. I didn't understand much.
You just got it. Okay, where did you get to? Did you get to the houses with the warps?
Yes, so I got to the house with the warps, and maybe I was running through it too quickly. And
there's I can tell you how to get through that, Gunny.
You're gonna have to, because
it's weird. And it's weird because there's another house across the street from it. Like you know how you came across that bridge and you went left to go up the hill, and you went into the house and it had all the warp, and you can change the room that it was and all that. If you go to the house across the street, it has the layout So you have to go across the street and kind of get the layout and then go back over to that side, and then you'll figure out how to get through all those warps in order to get up to the top.
Oh, okay. So
it threw me for a loop for a little while too. I was like, what the hell am I supposed to do here?
Because I didn't find the warps. Like, I was like, what is this here?
If you notice, Gunny, you'll go through the warp. Sometimes it'll just warp through, and sometimes it'll warp and the screen will go red. If it warps and the screen goes red, you got the wrong one. You have to start over again.
I didn't understand what was up.
And you get through. There's a certain pattern. You got to set the rooms.
Does Tim Curry ever show up at the end of one of them, by chance?
Yeah, because I went through. I got to that other house, and then like there's different things you can click on for some more dialogue, and I was like, this is kind of it to the game. Like, that's it. So, yeah, I'll go back now and go through those warps.
Yeah, you got to find, like, you've done an investigation already, haven't you? Where you had to investigate?
Correct. Okay. Yeah.
Other thing you need to know.
A little bit past the train. Yeah.
Did you leave anything behind? Did you not figure anything out and leave it behind? Or did you finish all of them?
I believe I even went down to the bottom by the coast, and then there was something else I picked up.
There'll be a point where you'll get like it'll say crow, 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 crow. Then you got to into the right spot, and it'll all line up and say crow, and then it'll open like a little warp, and you have to finish the investigation and go back to that warp, and that warp will go all the way out, and it'll show you the end of the investigation.
Ooh, crow warp.
I just
get the crow warp.
Kept leaving every one where it would say crow, 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 and then I would like and I move on to the next thing. So I did complete it.
Crow.
Yeah. You gotta continue that. The cool thing is if you can keep going through the game and you can finish it, and at the end, before you get your final credits, you have to go back and finish all the stuff that you missed. So there'll be a map, and you can fast travel to a point, and it'll tell you which ones you finished and which ones you haven't. And then you can go through and finish anything that you left behind by accident.
Yeah.
So just keep going.
Yeah, because I think what didn't grab me is the fact when you first run across on the railroad tracks, I'll just throw it out there, there's a body. And I was like, I think that...
Spoilers! Wow, thanks for ruining the game for me, Gunny.
Listeners, I'm not going to buy this game now.
No, I think it was just like, I don't know what's going on in this game and why I should be interested.
Edith Finch has been solved. She's dead on the railroad tracks. No more lesson learned.
I'm going to stop there. I want to talk about a game I did like.
What
does Gunny like?
Edith Finch.
That game is good, Gunny. Did you like it?
Oh, shit. I thought that's what we were talking about.
So Gunny.
Vanishing of Ethan Carter is what we worked on.
Gunny, on what remains of
Edith Finch?
Gunny, on what remains of Edith Finch? So you like it? You can tell why I put it as my number. Was it number 9 on my list for Game of the Year?
That was a great game. That hooked you right off the beginning.
Yes.
I heard number 9 is the best spot to be in the Jesus number list of top 10.
It's a good game. For what it was, for what I had on my list, that game was good, dude. For what I played.
That puts you right there at the house. You go right to it. Yeah. I didn't understand at the end of it. I was like, what? But the whole game was very interesting, learning about all these characters.
Yeah, that was so cool, man. Yeah.
Did you play it on PC, Gunny?
Yes. Yeah, on PC, on Steam. Everyone had a story, and each one was interesting. Even when you get into that house, you're like, why are the doors like that? You know?
Yeah, why is this like this? Or what? Yeah.
Like, let me look inside the room. What's going on in there? So there's little cubbies and passageways, but it wasn't dark or demented or anything like that.
No, I mean, there was like some... No, it wasn't dark at all, no.
No. But yeah, that was kind of cool. And even the opening part about about the house and the other house and stuff like that, like it was so good. So good.
That game's so hard to talk about without spoiling it.
I know. I'm like, and the lady, the daughter.
So cool, man. Yeah. Just some of those sections, like I had a lot of fun playing them, and I thought the rooms were well. every section of the house you go to and experience, you can tell like who lived there, right? You can see that person there. Like this room fits this person. Yeah.
Like Grandpa. Obviously, with all the stuff on the wall, and that's definitely Grandpa's room or Uncle Bill's room.
You can tell this kid grew up, and this this happened here, etc.
Yeah.
So I heard that game is like one of the example games to push the Xbox One X. And I was trying to convince my friend, I was telling my friend that who plays on the PS4 Pro, and he's like, "What? That game doesn't really have much going on to it. Like, well, what is it about that game that?" Because I've actually seen that on multiple sources. So,
without any spoilers again, you are some of the things I want to say you're reenacting certain moments of that character.
I mean, is it the environment? Because I saw some videos on YouTube and it looked freaking gorgeous as far as
detailed.
Yeah,
very detailed. The house is detailed. And
are you saying on an Xbox One X compared to Xbox Slim, can you zoom in and maybe see like a worm crawling around or maybe?
Is it more different? Well,
I don't know.
I mean, I'm running X1060.
Oh yeah, that's right. If you play on the X1X, you're not playing on the other, so you don't know what the difference is anymore. That's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks perfectly fine running on my PC. Yeah, and I like how you play the different characters, and there's the stories going, and somebody's narrating from as you play through that character's section of whatever is going on in their life. Prior things happening. Excellent.
That fishing, what was it? The fish heads. Do you remember that section, Gunny? Near the end?
Fish heads.
Cutting off the fish heads, and that story's going.
That was kind of cool.
Yeah,
that was bizarre. That was so fucking cool.
Their heads off.
I understood it.
I thought you'd appreciate that, Jonathan.
That's right.
I kept waiting for my hand to go, ouch.
Yeah, same here. I was not expecting that to happen the way it did, but it was pretty cool.
It's cool how they, you're using, I'll just say like I used a controller to play this game, and you're using the left and the right stick, and you're playing the character, and you're cutting fish, and it's fucking weird, and cool at the same time.
Yeah, I like that.
So it's a cutting fish simulator, is what we're looking at?
Yes, exactly. Nice. And you're playing that character on the screen as well from a top-down view. Go play it.
Yeah, it's so cool. Should we just spoil it?
No, I'm not going to spoil it.
No, let people play it.
That's short. I think
it's 2 hours.
I played it an hour Monday, finished it Tuesday. I couldn't wait to get home to finish playing that game, see the ending.
What else you been playing, Gunny?
The other one is I tried out that Micro Machines that you have.
Yeah. What'd you think?
Shit. So there's only one mode in that game? I mean...
No.
Well, it's... Okay, so it's the tutorial.
Gunny seems disappointed.
Around this small track, playing a fucking Micro Machine. And it's like, okay, you got the hang of it. Let's just jump in and do it.
Gunny's definitely disappointed.
To the game?
Angry Gunny here. Angry Gunny.
What?
I'm stupid.
Angry Gunny. Definitely
it's like a battle game.
Yeah, exactly. Where's the races?
Where's the races, Ryan?
There are like 3 or 4 different modes. There's races. There's the battle stuff. There's capture the point or whatever. And there's a couple other ones. Well, you know what, Gunny? If you want, we'll play it one day. We'll just get in and play it. It wasn't great, but it's a little bit of fun. Like, if you had a group of people together and you were all shooting the shit, just, you know what I mean? Messing around in there would be fun, but I don't know. It wasn't as good as I wanted it to be.
Yeah. And so I noticed also, like, it had different abilities. I think there wasn't even, like, a large variety of those that you could attach.
Well, different vehicles have different abilities. So depending on what vehicle you pick, you'll have a different ability. One vehicle will have like a hammer that smashes down. Another vehicle will have like missiles or, like there's different stuff, different power-ups for each vehicles. And I think you can upgrade them and stuff like that. So like there is some depth to it, but
yeah, like the car I think said, okay, if you put the sirens on, you're going to take less damage. And that might last 10 seconds.
It's like a buff, yeah.
It's a cooldown, yeah. And bring out the helicopter, and that'll help you Yeah, like any enemy that you're after.
Yeah,
or that's marked. So
you mark the enemies and the helicopter goes after them. But yeah, it's that top-down Micro Machines racing. It's kind of fun, but it wasn't, like I said, I was a little disappointed with it. It wasn't as good as I wanted it to be, unfortunately.
Yeah. Does the announcer or anything of that talk really fast to you?
No,
awesome.
No, it's not that like
1,000, 2,000, 2,000, 1,000 down, 1,000 down, 1,000 down. You guys are gonna be 1,000.
Not an auctioneer.
That'd be freaking great. I would.
The guy from the commercials. I wish, but it's not him. No. Play anything else, Gunny?
Yeah. But Micro Machines, I don't recommend this game. I don't think you should. Just want to point that out. It was lame. But I didn't know there was any co-op to it or multiplayer.
Yeah. You can play online together.
Because I just finished the tutorial, and then I was like, I have no interest in playing the rest of this game.
That's probably why you didn't see the other modes.
Yeah. So I also played SteamWorld Dig 2. Did I talk about this last week?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I plunged the games Sunday, Monday. Yeah, it's good. It's I've got pretty far actually. I made it down to Oasis, and I think I've only died like once or twice.
Yeah, no, it's not a tough game. Yeah. You know, you might get stuck every once in a while in a spot where you'll die because one of those guys blew up and you didn't expect him to and whatever. But stupid shit will happen and you'll die every once in a while. But you won't die a lot. You shouldn't die a lot in the game.
Or
it's a lot.
Yeah, I just unlocked the grappling hook, and that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So that'll
playing that on Steam.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So but just dying from like boulders falling on you, you're like, that was dumb to actually go up under there after I just dug underneath the boulder.
Yeah. You'll get the timing where you go in, you hit the first brick, and then you tap the second brick, and then run back
and back out. Yeah. I've gotten pretty good now to where any of those like creatures I can time it to where once they pass by, I can just jump in behind it and destroy it.
Yeah.
So,
game's a lot of fun, man.
It's cool. Like, so I've gotten down pretty deep, and I got to this place called Oasis, and the characters are pretty funny. You could tell they've been down there for a while because they're like,
they're a little goofy.
Talk to you. It's like, I was laughing.
Yeah.
They're just saying crazy shit,
Yep.
Because we've been underground for way too long. There's not enough oxygen down here, man. But I like the platforming, especially with the grappling hook and exploring new areas and unlocking new abilities and upgrading your character. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah, the game's a blast, man.
Yeah.
If you haven't played it, go check that one out. SteamWorld Dig 2. It's a lot of fun.
It's on all platforms. And I played a little bit more They Are Billions. And each time I go in and I've been watching a few more tutorials on YouTube because it is an early access game. And again, playing it on the easiest setting, I think I'm still just not there. I'm not even making it as far as I want to. Like I haven't even been, before I was making it to where the easiest setting is 150 days. And I think the less days you do, the harder the difficulty is for the game because you have less time to set up resources for hundreds or even thousands of zombies to come and take over your fortress.
So do you get picked the date on when they invade?
So they're always invading. And I think the 150 is just more of a, what would you call it? More of a placeholder of where at 150 days, there could be like 8,000 zombies just surrounding your fortress. And so that's the whole thing of the game is build up a fortress, build walls, build different defenses around those walls, reinforce those walls. And so I think at the same time, you're also doing research or grinding to get more.
Wait, is it multiplayer? So one of you guys could be grinding and the other guys could be researching, or is it just?
No, it's all single player.
Oh, so Gunny, you're doing that all by yourself?
All by yourself. And
man, that's hard.
There's a lot to manage. So you're getting sawmills and different things like Military Institute. So obviously that's going to get you better rangers so that they're better shots at, so they're one-shotting zombies.
Man, so you're dealing with military prostitutes and zombies at the same time?
At the same time. So there's a process to it. And unfortunately, it's not like SimCity or other games where it's one speed, man, just play. So hopefully they could change that to where it could be like a fast, medium and super fast gameplay or something. But you can pause the game. I think if you pause the game, I think there's only a few things you can manage at that time. You can't build. You can't move your other characters to different parts of the map because you want to have them patrolling. Because anytime any zombie is going to get through into your base, that's going to be it. It's game over.
Man.
So destroy everybody else. And everybody else is going to be infected, and then it's just like, all right, well,
I don't even know what to do with zombie prostitutes getting your base. That's crazy.
So yeah, but you could build double walls, and so you always want to start off small in building your wall, and just kind of go from there and just kind of work your way out.
Okay.
And yeah, it kind of gets me. I like it though, because I like these kind of open world type tower defense games. And I just wish there was more. I don't know, maybe just make it easier or something. But because I'm only making it to like 50 days. I want to get up to that 150. That's my goal.
Nice.
But that's all I've been playing, guys. It's all I've been playing, Jesus.
Awesome. What about you, Jonathan?
Oh, I've been playing some shit. I recently actually picked up that Battlefield 1. Thanks to fucking IAM's posting on the thing about the sale on that. So I got that, the deluxe edition for like $13 on the Xbox. So it's rad. I can actually just play it like a little bit at a time. Yeah, it's a beautiful game. I mean, I suck. I get killed. So my kill death ratio is so off right now. Yeah. But it's just it's a gorgeous game. And it's especially amazing when you see like a dogfight in the air going on above you, and when the ships get shot down in front of you, and then you can use that ship as cover, is just freaking amazing. So
what do you think of the sound? Is the sound just blow you away or what?
It does. Yeah, even while loading up into a game, I am like, man, this could have been Game Sound of the Year if I would have voted for it. It's just it's so good. It's something weird about it, but all the sound effects are amazing. I actually stopped and listened to the rundown of all the mission briefings before getting into the mission because I actually wanted to hear all about it. And I'm not good at that game. I'm only gonna play that moment to moment, but every time I load it in, it's pretty awesome. It's good. Besides that, I've been playing some Gears of War 4 Horde mode. I was really enjoying the Monster Mash mode that was going on for a few weeks, where it's basically, so it's a Horde mode, but it was without the robots in the game. So it was just all the swarm. And it felt realistic, because that was actually one of my biggest problems with the Horde mode on Gears of War 4 is you're holding down this area, but you have the swarm and you have the robots, which are basically a human faction that was kind of present to defend against the swarm, both attacking you, and it just felt really weird and out of place. And it just bugged me. So that's my main reason for not playing Horde mode. So that monster mode came in.
So it's kind of like going back to Gears of War 3.
Oh, totally. Yeah, no, it felt definitely like more the old school Gears, where it's just those monsters coming at you. And it was like, oh man, this feels so right. And I was like, oh shit, hopefully they keep this mode in. It'd be awesome if they added a robot-only mode. So if you're doing a Horde mode against the human robot army coming in on you, would be freaking sweet. But to my disappointment today, when I logged in, the monster mode was gone. And so I was just playing against the normal Horde mode, and I had an engineer that didn't know what he was doing, and we just, we flailed. But that was a good taste. If that ever comes back, Eric, Nips, I need to play with you on that. I thought about you the whole time. It's I wish I was playing with Nips on this. We can hold this shit down. So, next time that comes on, I'm going to bug you. So besides that, I've also been playing, Sea of Thieves with you guys. Love you guys. It's been awesome. Arr, booty. And then,
Hello, Jonathan. You're sinking us.
I know, right? I should speak in, but I'm on the 3 dings. I'm on the fucking anchor. I'm down. I know what that means.
Too much stuck. Yeah.
So besides that, okay. Well, first off, I want to say thank you to my old roommate and good friend, Eric Pipe Dream. He's actually the one that gave me this cable, so my internet connection is fucking out, so I'm not sound like a stupid robot and dropping before the show starts. But I played some, what is it? Dead Rising 3 with him, and that game is as hard as they say it is. That game wrecked me. I played a little Batman Telltale. It was pretty cool. I dug it. I could actually get into it. So yeah, shout out to you, Ryan. Or Eric. Sorry. But the last thing I want to get into is, so the last couple of weeks, I've actually been really busy formulating this. So in Titanfall 2, I've had this dream in my head, or while playing it, where it's like, oh man, I wonder what, a team of 5 Ions would go against a team of 5 Legions, how that would go, and how a team of 5 Legions would pair up against a team of 5 Monarchs. It's really freaking dorky, but for the past 2 weeks, I've been organizing this tech test on Titanfall 2, and
I saw that on Facebook.
Yeah. So I went on Reddit, went on Twitter, went on Facebook, and just been posting it around. And I just want to say, so the Reddit's pretty cool. I'm still figuring out my ground on there. But as far as Facebook goes, a big ups to frickin' what are these two? It's the Titanfall Xbox One gamers and the Xbox One Elite. Where are you guys at? Anyway, it's Xbox One Elite Titanfall 2 Elite Pilot Xbox One. Both those Facebook groups have 8,000 members, and they filled up my list right away. So, okay, this is gonna take a second. All right, so I just want to say a big thanks to Gamer Tags, Cabalts, Gagon, Char 537, Prove 11, the Reaper OT, Amlife 0250, the Gamer U, Gamer Couch, King Bon Jimmy, Mob Hunter, Hoonigan, The Law Karma, Shimbob, Sharon, Shimizu 91590, Necro Wood, Necro No Wood 2, Shadow Fox, Skywars 996, Ace Spots X, Crusher Summer, Dino Rush 13, Yay Lush, RVV, Felix K Jack 77877. Sounds like you, Ryan.
Yeah.
Great Eyes 98, the Tim Week 2, Helly 000, the Scorpion 1995, Sergeant Badass 1345, Super Bastion. Super Bastion. Oh man, he's definitely a hunter. Super Bastion 123, Master Queef, good name. Truffle Butter 56, Griffin Kid 11, Zealot, and Jelly Hell let's see, Ambivalent Chip, Backbreak 909, Will the Titan Fan, Pure Beer, Jack 4AU, Tarzan Man, XDR Pierce X, and Shafter 2004.
Yeah.
Thank you guys all for getting a hold of me through all these various means and chiming in. And so we're doing this test February 3rd and February 10th. We're going to do all these fucking Titan Brawl matches and see what Titans actually. It's actually a scientific test. We're going to see which Titans have a ratio value. We have 3 specific maps that we're doing, and we're keeping track of all this shit ratio. So it's like back in the day when you see in Game Pro and stuff, where it's the Street Fighter cross-reference checks on if Chun-Li could beat Ryu, how many matches she would beat 2 out of 3. So anyway, I'm doing that.
This is cool. We're actually putting the science to work.
Yeah. I've been doing it during my work time. My bosses looked at me pretty funny sometimes. I've had to quickly hide my menu, but
I got a clipboard, boss.
I'm inventory control, so this looks like I've been doing inventory control shit. But I'm really getting into it, and I just want to say thank you to all those guys for getting into this with me, because it's fucking dorky, I know, but it's a great game, and I love Titanfall 2 to death. So it's great that these people are actually still really passionate about even these stupid little tests to see kind of what could happen in these scenarios. And I love it. I love the community. I love the game. It's my favorite game. Go Titanfall.
I want to thank all those listeners for listening to the Horrible Gamers podcast. Thank you.
Oh yeah. I'm definitely posting this in those Facebook groups. So
good.
So hopefully they, yeah. I love you guys. Thank you. All right. But yeah, that's all I've been playing. There's a bunch of Titanfall, a bunch of Gears of War, Sea of Thieves with you guys and shit. It's been good times. Yay.
Awesome, guys. I want to thank my friend Mark, Wingman709, for having dinner with me this week. It was very awesome.
What about me? I had dinner with you guys too.
You were there.
You asshole.
Tagging along, wheel.
You were at third wheel. I'm just kidding. Thank you for coming along too, Jonathan. It was pretty incredible, dude. We talked a lot about like the shows, what we're going to do, future of the shows. And yeah, so if you ever get a chance, go listen to this Xbox Live podcast, this Xbox Live.
Yeah, Wingman, you're awesome.
They're mostly an Xbox. Well, they're only an Xbox podcast. They're mostly an Xbox. They're only an Xbox podcast.
Well, they talk about other stuff too. Sometimes.
They do, though. They do. And this week will actually be one of their hosts.
Like making fun of Labo.
This will actually be one of their hosts last shows this week. So go listen to it.
Brunswick is leaving CXL. We're gonna miss you, bro.
We'll miss you, bro.
I know, right? You're a good guy.
Oh man, he helped me out a lot.
He helped me out a lot too, and yeah, he was one of the reasons why I actually stuck around listening to their show for the longest time.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna miss him. But yeah, thank you to Wingman for hanging out with me this week. And yeah, if you live in Oregon or near us, come hang out with us, man, because we're people just like you.
We like to hang out with people. It's awesome.
Real people.
Real people.
Did you catch him? Is he real?
It's crazy, man. Like seeing Wingman in person, that dude is big, man. I'm not saying like big, but I'm saying he's like fucking tall, dude.
Tall, yeah.
I'm like a fucking like a tiny person next to him, dude.
It's a little Mexican.
Yeah, I'm like a little Mexican. Like, look at me. I'm like a minion next to him, dude. Yeah, he is big. Like, wow. Every time I see him, I'm just like, dude, fuck, you're tall. I wouldn't want to fuck with him. I wouldn't want to piss him off. That's all I'm saying. Don't piss off Wingman, because he is big, dude. That dude could probably wreck somebody's world. But yeah.
He's probably a wrestler on his side.
Probably is. But guys, let's move on to news and cover some news real quick that we had this week. And we, of course, always post news in the group. If you want to join that, go ahead. Guys, let's talk about Xbox news real quick. PUBG has hit 4 million players on the Xbox One consoles. And that's 4 million copies, or no, not 4 million copies. It's only player counts. They only do player counts nowadays. They don't do sales counts. They do player counts. But apparently PUBG has hit 4 million players, unique players on the consoles. That's a lot of players. It's a lot of chicken dinners you can get.
That's a lot of players. That's crazy to think about.
Yeah.
Because I don't want, like on Titanfall, I get excited when there's like 100 players on a mode. I'm like, woo! But I can just picture like 4 million players.
On one map, like playing the same map, the same mode. You know what I mean?
4 million players get dropped on an island.
That'd be crazy, man. Oh my god.
That would be insane.
Think about the frame rate on that one.
This will be 2020. We're coming up to a super fast
fucking crazy rubber band.
It'd be the frame rate would be 1 frame a second. It'd be a slideshow.
Could you imagine parachuting in?
Oh man, it'd be a fucking slideshow.
There would just be parachutes fucking everywhere.
Yeah, it'd be nuts. Like yeah. But to celebrate that, the PUBG Corp is giving away 30,000 other battle points to all players who have played a match of PUBG between the launch of it up to January 31st. So if you played a match, you've logged in and played at least one match. That's all you need to play, one match. You'll get 30,000 battle points deposited into your account on the 1st of February.
Ah, okay.
That's those are points that you use to unlock loot crates or whatever in the game. So there you are, people. Because those loot crates do add up, right? The first one is like 700 each Monday, and then they add up. Like the next one is 1,400, and the next one is like they like always double, right?
It resets every week, right?
Yeah.
So like every time you buy one, it goes up and up and up and up.
So you could just keep buying them.
So what's in those loot crates? Is it
usually one piece of clothing, like a piece of clothing, like a hat or a shirt or pants.
Yeah,
or boots.
it's all cosmetic stuff.
Oh, nice.
And there's no gun in there or anything. Congratulations, you got an AK-47 you could drop with on the map. Yeah, like no, that's not in the game.
That would be awesome, and then you could drop in with that gun.
No, that would ruin the game, man.
What if you could pay a little bit more and get a rocket launcher? That'd be awesome.
Fuck that.
And you could pay a little bit more and get a shotgun. This is an EA we're talking about. Oh.
But yeah, so there's that, guys. If you're interested in playing that, I suggest if you haven't played it, you have a few days here to get in there and play it before the first.
EA's listening to the podcast going, excellent. I like this idea.
Man, I'm so afraid to get into it now. I heard people are getting really good at it, and I'm just like, I haven't gotten
regardless of how good people get into it, man, the game is always fun. There's never a match in PUBG that I've played that I'm like, I didn't have fun. Like, no, dude, like every match is something crazy happens. Like, where I'm just like, did that really just happen? Did like 10 people just shoot it out in like this one little area? You know, like that's crazy shit, dude. It's so cool.
Did I accidentally back over someone and get a chicken dinner? Holy shit.
It's so cool, man. Like, just the different moments we've had in that game, man. The coolest one, though, hands down, is the one I've had with Ryan and Gunny, and I think it was Tagging or somebody else, and we were just driving down the road, and there's another Jeep next to us, and they're all hanging out of the car.
I heard about that.
Yeah.
It was like literally that was like a fucking movie moment, dude. They were just like chasing us, and we're shooting back at them. They're shooting at us, and then
it felt like a 1930s movie.
Yeah, it felt like a gangster mafia movie or something where you're just chasing each other with Tommy guns and shit.
Jumped out of the car and we're like,
and then
how awesome would it be in the future if we could have AR where if you could just if you could AR as being a spectator on a fucking whatever match, a PUBG match, like a PUBG map, so you have it on your table and you're just like watching like these 100 people going at it, and you just,
that'd be cool.
See you look at the little Jeep fight, you're like, holy shit, there's a little Jeep fight going.
It'd be cool if they had a thing where PUBG
that could be its own game.
It's funny you say that. They did that in Guns of Boom.
I would totally.
Where it was like you
could spectate.
Were watching it in top-down mode. You could zoom in on sections of the map and there's a battle going on.
In my old age, like if I, older, if I wasn't feeling like the gaming, I would totally want to watch matches, like especially in the AR thing, like on my table. I would love to watch Halo.
Or not even that, PUBG, just on your screen, Titanfall. Man. Like imagine being able to watch a match of PUBG.
I know.
And just like pan the camera wherever, literally just panning around the whole map and like zoom in on an area of the map and look what's going on there. And
these companies, that they made spectator drones that were just like, things that you can control. They wouldn't even have to pay streamers to stream games because they would just have people fucking watching their streams for free. Oh man, if you were like a newscaster on
I just fixed Twitch's problem right there. Twitch's problem of paying their fucking viewers and shit. I just fixed their problem. They don't have to pay viewers anymore or streamers. They have to just make their own drones to put in games, and there you go.
Yep. Oh man, that'd be awesome. You guys could have the Horrible Gamers drone. It's like flying around different things and specific horrible. Yeah.
Is that like a Pez dispenser?
Yeah.
Yeah, this here, yeah. Yes, the Pez dispenser. Yeah.
Pez dispenser.
Yep.
It's Gunny's little blue pill dispenser.
I was going to say, is that blue pill dispenser instead?
No, it cuts it in half.
Oh, makes it easier to take.
Yeah. It's not for easier. It's too much.
Oh.
Go crazy, Gunny. It's a two-night Saturday.
Oh, okay. So if
two halves.
Double matinee, so I'll take them. Okay, I should have just got it.
You should take them both.
Guys, in other news,
derailed Jesus. Go ahead.
In other news, virtual reality users watch helplessly as another user had an in-game seizure. So we talked about this on our spotlight show. Go listen to that, guys. But we're talking about it here as well. With M Polo. Thank you for joining us, Marcus.
Yeah, super good. Yeah, good job, Marcus. That was great.
That Friday.
Yeah,
I enjoyed.
It was awesome. Anyways, though, moving on. So basically, this is what happened. So people were playing in a game in VR, and apparently this kid on the game started having a seizure, and he had a seizure because of the whatever was flashing on the screen. But the people, instead of like being dicks about it, they were trying to really help him out. They were like kicking the people off of the game that were trying to harass him because they saw his body laying there like moving around his character, right? Like, because you have full body movement with the VR.
Yeah.
So he's all twitching around, and like, they're like, what's he doing? And they're like, oh shit, he's having a seizure. So basically, they were trying to help him out, and yeah, that was pretty. It's a pretty cool. Yeah, they tried to call 911.
This would be one of those situations, not the teabag, basically, that I was asking about.
Yeah, no. But this is really cool, man. I thought it was a pretty cool thing that the gamers in the game actually helped him out instead of being dicks about it. Instead of making a joke out of it, they actually went out and helped him, and then
Yeah, that's awesome.
Fucking cool, man.
I'm sure they probably made a joke at first, and then they realized what was happening.
Oh, yeah, like, this guy.
Like, oh shit, let's help this dude out, and that's good, man. That's the type of news that we need for gamers. You know what I mean? Like, we're not bad people. We're good people. We want to fucking help people. Yeah,
for sure. But moving on to more good news, Ryan. A Game Pass announcement was made this week, according to Phil Spencer and Major Nelson, who Phil Spencer works for. Did you hear that? I heard that on Major Nelson's podcast. I was laughing.
I heard he was your buddy.
It was Phil Spencer. He said he was in Hawaii. He said he was in Hawaii, right, on vacation or whatever. And somebody was talking to him about video games, and they're like, "Oh, so what do you do?" Like, and Phil Spencer was like, "Well, I kind of work in video games." And they're like, "Well, what do you do?" He's like, "Oh, I work at Xbox, Microsoft." And he said that the guy who he was talking to freaked out. He's like, "Wait, do you work for Major Nelson?" And Phil Spencer said he was like, "Yeah, I work for him." like the dude didn't even realize he was talking to Phil Spencer, dude.
That's awesome.
That's crazy. That's funny. Anyways, on Game Pass, the news is, guys, that Microsoft announces that all their first-party titles will be on Game Pass from day one. So at launch, all their game titles will be available to play on there. So that's Halo, Gears of War, that other
Forza,
stupid racing.
Next Forza, fucking Fable.
Thieves, Fable.
Next Fable, yeah.
Crackdown 3. All those titles will be available day one for the price of $9.99 a month. That is fucking insane. I was like,
I think it's crazy. I think it's crazy.
It's next level thinking. It's like risky, but yeah, like if you break it down, that's fucking genius. Like I love these guys for it. I love you, Xbox. Good job.
And I personally, I'm going to subscribe to it. I know many people are going to as well. But that's a good thing, man. I liked it, and I like how that's going to include their new games. And yeah, people were bashing it. There's people that are bashing it. I'm reading an article here that says since Sony doesn't really need it because Sony's games aren't games as a service; they're more like games. You know what I mean? They're saying that Sony
is like PS4 is like mostly like single player games, and Xbox is like games that you play with your friends. Like,
well, that's what they're saying. This article here
pretty hard.
This article here is stating that Microsoft needs this because people aren't really buying their games, and this will attract users to their platform. But that Sony doesn't need it because they already have PlayStation Now. and let me finish.
PlayStation Now is giving you PS fucking 2 and PS3 games.
Let me finish. Their games aren't set up as games as a service, like they're first party games. So let's talk about Horizon, Uncharted games, The Last of Us. Those games are games that just come out and they're just $60 experiences. They don't expect you to microtransaction those games. They don't microtransaction them, and then they release DLC for those games later on. But those DLCs are usually like, pay us $20 and there's a new DLC, or $15 and there's a new DLC, and that's it. They expect you to go back and keep paying them money for it. Unlike Xbox, where Xbox makes their games where, like Halo 5, you buy rec packs, or Forza, where you could buy loot crates or whatever, like stuff like that.
Gears of War, you can buy all this fucking pass too.
So they have that. They say that Sony doesn't need it. Personally, I think Sony's going to be scrambling to figure out a way to copy this. I think no.
I think this is the future. Like I think.
Well, they don't have those.
I think Xbox might take a hit but it's like Netflix. Everyone's kind of like shit. I worked at Blockbuster when Netflix started, and I was like, what the fuck is this? You get 2 movies mailed to you a month. We have all these movies here. We're gonna shred you, and then Netflix lasted. they took moves that Blockbuster didn't, and
Right.
I don't work at Blockbuster anymore. So,
yeah, right. They don't exist. Yeah.
I personally closed down like 3 stores. So
There was a point in time where Netflix went to Blockbuster and asked them if they would buy them because they were struggling.
And Blockbuster laughed at them.
Blockbuster turned them down.
Man.
They were like, "Nah, this isn't gonna work."
Blockbuster was like, "Nope, we don't want to invest in your shit."
But once Netflix started like introducing all their own titles and stuff, and then it just blew up. And I feel the same way with the Xbox. Like the Game Pass has been all right. Like I almost actually thought about canceling it because I haven't been using it. But I'm really down with Sea of Thieves, so I'm gonna play that. And just for the cost of 2 premium games, you get the whole year covered.
Yeah. So all you really need to break even on this is to have yourself 2 games that you want to buy made by them.
You say break even, but you got to remember something. You don't own these games.
That doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at this point.
You stop paying for Game Pass. You have
But Ryan, let me tell you something. I haven't paid for a CD in the last 8 years.
Oh, or a movie.
But then
again, actually, quick shout out. I bought Akira. I bought the 1998 or the Blu-ray 25th anniversary edition. They have
a lot of people that I know haven't owned music forever.
Jesus,
now.
this isn't about disc. This isn't about physical. I'm saying you don't own that digital copy.
It doesn't matter.
I paid my $60 for the game. I own that. You can't take it away from me.
It doesn't matter. But Xbox already came out and said that they're going to keep their games, their first-party titles that release on there or that are put on there. They're staying there indefinitely. They're not removing them like they do the other games.
But look at it this way, Ryan. Ryan, look at it this way. You could either say, well, fine, I'll just go to EB Games and buy it for $60. Or you can do this. You could be like, you know what? I'm going to participate in this program. And let's say, I don't know, 6 months down the road, you're like, fuck this Game Pass. It's garbage, right? Then, I don't know, if you love that game, go buy it for now. It's $30.
Oh yeah.
Well, no, on top of
it's
getting
that big. It's not going to be that big of a.
No. The discount is 20%. So you get a 20% discount if you have a Game Pass and you like a game.
By that time, the game's used and cheap, so you can buy. You can buy off of some.
No one's going to care, Ryan. You don't play games that long. We don't play games that long.
Digital.
As podcasters, tell me, what is our average game life that we play a game? A month, 2 months.
Even Titanfall. Titanfall 2 I bought, and like a week later it was $20 after launch. As
us who are always covering games and covering the newest games, you guys won't be playing Monster Hunter in November. Be honest, you won't. You paid $60 for it, but you're not going to be playing it in November.
I just bought Battlefield 1 for $13.
But I own it and I can play it if
but
I
you
want.
won't.
If my buddy says to me, "Hey, let's go play some Monster Hunter," I have the game. I can go and play.
But if that was a Microsoft first-party studio, if you had Game Pass, you would just get downloaded.
Right.
Yeah.
I could, but say I bought Game Pass, and then I was like, nothing good has come out. I played Sea of Thieves. I played Crackdown. I'm not going to renew next year because I don't care about Forza and whatever, some other game, game that's going to come out that's a Microsoft studio game.
Halo 6.
Maybe I'm not interested.
And then
now I can't play Sea of Thieves anymore.
So then you tell your buddy, I don't have that game. Fuck you. Go buy real games.
I don't care about Fable. I'm not a gamer anymore.
Buy games when they come out, asshole. Don't buy them 10 months later. That's what you tell your friends.
I can't afford $10 a month. I suck.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm Canadian.
No, it's not about affording it. As Ryan's saying, he has a point. People do want to own these games, and I agree with that. But at the same time, like I said, you get a 20% discount off. A lot of these games, for me, I feel like they're going to save me money. Like Sea of Thieves, I was going to buy that game. I was $60, but let's be honest, I'm going to play that game for 2 weeks and never touch it again. That's the truth.
I'm going to be off and on. I'm going to treat
that
it like
is the
Destiny 2.
fucking
I'm going to be
truth.
on every 2 weeks.
That is the truth for me. I'm not like Johnathan who plays Titanfall 2 every fucking week, or Eric who plays Gears of War every week.
If there was people playing that game, I would go back to it.
But not every week. Not once Red Dead comes out, what are you going to be playing? Red Dead?
I would still go back.
You go back. No, you won't. Shut the fuck up.
The other thing I was going to say, Jesus, was the thing that kind of screws me over on this is Game Pass doesn't game share. So
Yeah, that sucks.
You'll never get you never like we can't game share like me and Gunny game share, right? So if we get Game Pass, those games are never, we both have to own Game Pass in order to own those games.
So it's gonna cost you guys each $10 a month. Save on a $30 game.
Yeah, and aren't they gonna have a 6-month deal for?
Yeah. Well, it's not a deal.
It's not a deal. It's
$10. It's
$60
for
yeah.
$60 for 6 months.
And guess who sells that deal? Guess who sells that?
I can tell him to get his own fucking Game Pass.
GameStop sells that. So GameStop is fucking killing themselves.
That's so weird.
Oh my
right?
god. I bet the fucking used game industry is fucking freaking out right now. As far as Xbox
Well, why would you go to
games.
GameStop to buy that? That's bizarre. I guess if it came with your new Xbox. But...
There's people, there's people that have, the only reason that I would see nowadays to buy game cards like that is to not have your credit card on file. If if they ever get hacked, if your card is on there, then your card goes with it.
You don't have a fucking credit card.
Well, I use my PayPal on Xbox.
Okay.
Yeah, but not, young kids don't have.
Yeah, like 15-year-olds don't have bank
so
accounts.
They go to fucking EB Games and they buy a card and they come home and they.
I know if you have a safe house in Wyoming or whatever, you might want to have physical discs and not a Game Pass.
I'm just saying, I think it's a good thing, and I'm glad for Microsoft to move ahead and do this. What I'm expecting at E3, guys, is announcements of a new tier of Xbox Live.
Oh yeah. Well, I was telling my friend about this today, and he has a PS4, and he was laughing at me because he's like, "What? You guys have fucking shit for games for Xbox?" I'm like, "That's the plan." Is last year was all about the consoles and the hardware, and this year is all going to be about the software. He's like, I hope you're right, but so far Xbox has been letting me down. I have no reason to play my Xbox. He's a big PS4 single player fan, and you can definitely tell there's a difference of the players. Like,
oh yeah, definitely yes. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of PS4 players in our community that would argue that they say PlayStation is better, but
even Steam, that's like, hey, I've got my Discord, I've got my friends on Discord, and we play our PUBGs and our
shit. Because like, he showed me the God of War trailers, and those are looking freaking amazing. So it's like, it's basically like focusing on the single player experience versus the multiplayer experience, and I mean, I fucking like playing with people, so.
Yeah, and but hey, I don't have a PS4. I can look at the God of War and I think, oh man, I've got an 11-year-old son. I feel like that's a story I'm going to miss out on. It sucks that I'll have to,
You could just take him on the road with you.
Remember the? Yeah, I do take it with me sometimes. And
your little God of War experience, Gunny is looking. That'd be awesome.
Right, I'm going to teach him this is what we do. We throw.
This is what we do when we're getting held up. Son,
trucks of war.
Yeah. Hey, so Game Pass, guys. It's got its pluses, minuses. I think I bought this back in December. When I got the X, right? There was you
got a free trial with it.
Yeah, there was like a free trial for a month or something.
Yeah,
or it was like $2 or it was free, and I just never canceled it. So when I first saw the $10 get to my account, I'm like, you know what? I guess I can keep it. It's
I can never figure out how to cancel shit.
Gears. I already own Gears of War, and I think Game shared Cuphead, or I bought it. I can't remember.
I have Cuphead.
Yeah. So
that's probably why you have.
There's, and I'm not a big Halo fan, but maybe this time, now I can play Halo. I could play the next one that.
Oh shoot, yeah. Since you don't have to buy it, when you have the Game Pass and it drops, you're gonna play it regardless, just to check it out. So that's like on Sea of Thieves, that guarantees that we're gonna.
There's going to be a player pool there. That's what I was worried about from a while now. I've always said, how will Sea of Thieves have enough players to
boom, that answered it right there.
And then boom, they released this. I'm like, oh, okay, this makes sense. This is how they're going to have that player pool there to have plenty of players to continually be able to play that game online with people.
Yeah. Okay, but will you want to play with random people? I guess
it doesn't matter. During the alpha, I've been in the alpha for a while, and during those, I met plenty of cool people, man.
We met some dicks.
Like I said, like the first time I played it, the first person I ever talked to was this British kid who talked all proper English, and he was like, "Oh, let's do this," and then fucking run around and we did all kinds of cool shit. And he became my best friend for that 3 hours that we were playing, and then I never talked to him again.
Like co-op, right? Basically, get that Mutant ship and just play co-op, and I think things would go well.
The game is fun if you play with friends or without friends. Also, I'm gonna say.
Well, yeah, it's not meant to be like a long time grinding experience. It's meant to be just like a quick one-off, playing. So
I miss my British buddy. I'm gonna cry now.
British buddy, if you're out there, Jesus misses you.
British buddy, I miss you, buddy.
Play a bit of Sea of Thieves, eh?
Send him a message.
He had to go to bed. He had to go to bed because his father. He said, "My father is telling me I need to go to bed." I was like, "Oh wow!" Like I said, he spoke very proper English. I was amazed. I was like, "Wow."
All right, so proper English, dude. Hit Jesus up. He
Hit me
misses
up
you.
if you find me. Jesus walks log. Find me.
We got the closed beta. Go on.
I miss you, buddy.
Come on, mate.
In other news,
what else we got news, Jesus?
In other news. No, but I was saying, so you guys cut me off. At E3, I feel like, Jonathan, mute yourself, fucker. I was listening. At E3, I was saying that I feel like Xbox is going to come on stage and announce a new tier of Xbox Live that includes Game Pass with it, and it'll be more expensive. Like, let's say they raise the price to $100 or $110.
Do you remember,
and just bundle it in?
Do you remember a little, like 6 months ago or something? We had a conversation about having tiered Xbox Live.
We did.
And I was suggesting that they would make a platinum Xbox Live tier.
Yes.
That had... This was when we were talking about having a GameFly app as
there we go,
being able to rent games.
Man.
This answers it. Yes.
I can actually
we
see
predicted
that.
the future.
And Ryan, but Ryan, think, like, if they just announced this, because Xbox Live is $60 a year, right? Or I think it's 60, right? The MSR for that. So if they raise the price up to $100 a year, $99.99 for Xbox Live Platinum, we'll call it that, or Diamond, or whatever the fuck they want to use, whatever.
I like to call it the rewards program.
And they do that. They could just come out and say, we'll save you some money on your Game Pass price. We'll cut it in half if you're just willing to pay us $100. People would fucking flock to it, dude.
I would do it.
Yeah, actually, they package that in together. I probably would do it too. That would be a hella smart move.
I think a lot of people would.
And I think they will have something.
And all they need to do is add a little badge to your profile that says you're platinum. That changes me to platinum.
I prefer Ultra Gold, but
Ultra Gold sounds lame.
Ultra Platinum Extra Plus.
But I think that would be cool.
Microsoft Store
and they don't even need to do much else besides that. And as long as they have subscribers to it, and they could show other third-party developers or publishers, actually, like EA or Activision or even Ubisoft or other companies. Or
maybe even extra discounts on games with gold, like
and
whatever's on sale that week. You know what I mean? Maybe you get an extra 5% being a diamond member
instead of a gold
something
member.
like that.
Yeah, there you go. People would flock to it, dude. Oh my god!
I think it's a great idea, but
looking at the way even like how EA Access works, where when there's a sale, it stacks.
Yeah,
right?
It stacks on top of that. Yeah,
that discount is applied to the already
on sale game.
10% game discount. Yeah,
That's a good thing.
deal. Even at $120 a year, that's 2 AAA releases. You figure there's going to be how many? 5, 6, 7 of those coming out?
Yeah.
At least 4. So
I'm willing to pay $120 a year for Xbox Live Platinum if they were announced that.
Well, I was gonna say $20 a month. I'd be down. I'd be fine with it if it included the Game Pass. Straight up.
It will. But out of this news, it's being reported that an Austrian shop has now decided to stop selling Xbox consoles altogether because of the Xbox Game Pass announcement. Gameware KG, operator of Gameware.at portal, said that they pretty much delisted all their Microsoft consoles from their website. Like, fuck that. We're taking them off the shelf.
This is what I was saying about this.
Do they specialize in Xbox?
Gameware? Let me say something here. Gameware KG does not understand why one should still sell Microsoft consoles, end quote, which will bring zero profit and only expenditure. If Microsoft alone then wants to profit off of the sales of software, they said if you want to do business alone, you should do the work alone. Well, oh well. Microsoft has to ship more consoles.
That's just some little Australian game store, I'm assuming.
Austrian.
Austrian? Oh, okay.
Yeah. Even smaller than Australia.
Sorry, Australian guys. I didn't mean it. He was mildly just confused. But yeah.
I mean, I don't see a big problem with that. Whatever. If you want to not sell a console, it's your loss. You know.
No, I get it though too. I mean, they sell those consoles at a loss, and that's the problem, right? And they don't have anyone turning around coming back. What needs to happen is these stores need to be selling digital codes. I mean, they got to get out of this. They got to get out of this used game business. If you need used games to keep your store alive, you're in trouble. The only way you're going to keep your store alive selling used games is if you're a retro shop. If you sell retro shit, then you're all right. But if you're selling new release games as your main titles, you're in trouble. You know, this next generation coming up is going to fuck you over.
Yeah, well, that's why GameStop does so well with a mixture of new and used games.
Well, GameStop is that's why GameStop's no, they don't really sell digital codes anymore. But that's why GameStop bought ThinkGeek. Yeah, because they need another thing. Toys. So the reason why they're willing to do that 6-month Game Pass thing is because it pulls somebody into the store and maybe they buy Game Pass and they buy a Funko Pop, or they buy Game Pass and they buy some other sort of merchandise from them, right? Okay. Like it pulls a person into the store, and I think they're looking at it like, hey, you know what? At least we're going to get somebody coming into the store to buy this thing. You know, like this is the way things are going. But the thing with GameStop is they have a large enough variety of used games that they don't have to worry so much right now. You know what I mean? Like it's 4 or 5 years from now where people aren't trading stuff in anymore because there isn't anything, right? But anyways, we're getting off on a tangent here.
See what happens with that, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Next piece of news. Miitomo news, guys. Nintendo. Miitomo is going to be no longer. Beginning on May 9th at midnight, at 12 a.m. on May 9th, actually, so basically on May 8th at midnight, Miitomo will be taken offline. So that doesn't stop you from downloading the app and having it and selling your phone for $10,000 or whatever once it stops working.
But don't you need the server?
You do. It says here, you're going to log in and it's going to tell you this, you'll see a message saying that the service has ended and you won't be able to use any of the features of the app. But yeah.
RIP.
Rest in peace.
It says here that the Sidekick Me characters will be deleted, but you can keep your Sidekick Me by saving them as a QR code before the end of the service on May 9th, which they can then be transferred over to Me Maker on the Nintendo 3DS and the Wii U system.
But not the Switch.
No, I guess not. Switch doesn't use Mii's? Yeah, so no.
They do.
Users like, fuck yeah, fuck you, Switch.
They're still
Switch.
The Mii's are still there, I think.
Somewhere on the Switch, I haven't seen them.
Yeah. You can make your picture your Mii or whatever, like your profile picture,
avatar, or it's just a picture. Yeah.
Yeah. But in other news, guys, Valve is in the heat of Australia. Apparently, over I think was it last year.
Is it Australia or Austria?
Australian regulators have decided they made a decision to fine the company $3 million over claims that it misled or deceived gamers in matters related to Steam's refund policy. The Australian Competition and Consumer Commission's legal actions against Valve dates back to 2014. which is when this whole thing began. 2 years later, in 2016, pretty much they found him guilty or whatever. They told him, you need to pay $3 million. $3 million, motherfuckers.
Wow.
And Valve is like, no, we're not going to pay $3 million. This is why. And then they're pretty much fighting it at this point, and they're still trying to fight it, they said. But yeah, see what happens.
Yeah, there's no. I'm sure there's other details.
They're taking it to they're taken to the highest court of Australia, the kangaroo.
Going to the big court,
the kangaroo court. I know we have a lot of Australian listeners of the show, and guys, I don't know what your high court is.
They're
called.
all gone now.
Guys, I don't know what your high court is called. The kangaroo court? I don't know.
It's in the outback, mate. That's where it's at.
They make
the knife.
They make the
That's
valve.
not a knife. This is a knife.
They'll make the valve.
Forky.
They'll make the Valve executive lawyers fight to the death with like a fucking weird fucking lizard or something you guys have over there.
I'm pretty sure it's Paul Hogan riding the kangaroo. It's gonna be the ultimate boss battle.
Yeah. But yeah, so we'll see what happens with that.
Bring it on, Steam. Let's go, huh?
Guys, let me tell you about EVE Online. EVE Online the other day, on Tuesday, was poised to have $1 million battle. $1 million battle, guys.
Those are cool.
Apparently, one of the let's see who the assaulting force was the Imperium Corporation, who is led by the same group who led the Clusterfuck Coalition and the Goonswarm Federation.
Good name.
These guys were attacking another ship. Well, apparently this other ship is worth a lot of fucking money, and so yeah, they were like all planning to like go there and attack him at once. They had like this whole plan set up to go over there and attack him at the same time, right? Like, yeah, but apparently it failed because I'm reading another article here that says it cost nothing but $10,000. Apparently, what happened was when all the players got online, because they all got online, like everybody to the battle stations, and everybody got online, right? Everybody's on their computer. The servers crashed. So they couldn't. So when their plan was to like launch like 10,000 players into the server with like a bunch of ships, right, to attack this one big insane looking ship. Well, apparently what happened in the battle was all the commanders launched at once or whatever. They were all launching their attacks. The commanders of whatever armies were attacking it. And the servers were like, nope, we can't take on that many players at once. Sorry, server crash. And the people who were defending, all they had to do was kill off a few people and not fuck up for a couple minutes. And pretty much they defended. They killed like thousands of players because they didn't have the backup of their entire army with them. They were like, it's like going in there with like a little squad and facing an entire army, and you're just like a little squad. Like, guys, where's the backup?
Like you're the only one that worked in.
Yeah, you're the only one that made it in there. You're you're like in an X-wing, and you got all these guys with big ass ships firing at you. Like, but yeah.
This is crazy. It says here, this was a 21-hour battle. Over 7,500 bots were involved in the primary or secondary combats. Staggering 500 capital class vessels were involved each ship, requiring at least a year of training time.
Yeah, man.
And billions in gaming ISK to purchase.
Yeah.
That's nuts.
Pretty much here, what I'm reading after the battle, it says that the Imperium Corporation had to play perfectly for almost 7 hours in real time without screwing up for just 15 minutes. In terms of game time, they only needed to mess up for 40 seconds in total to lose the fight. So, like, if they messed up for 40 seconds, anything of their defense, they would have fallen, but they didn't. So they won. So there you go, guys. That's our big news update on the EVE World. Horrible Gamers EVE World update. Yeah.
Let's go play some EVE World, dude. That's what we got to play, right?
We got to get into that,
We got to be PC Master Race people.
We got to go in there and start our own coalition of the Horrible Gamers or something. The Horrible Gamers Coalition.
We know what's up.
Yeah. Anyways, guys. More news. Let's go on to more news. Facebook tip jar. Facebook tip jar is coming over to the Facebook world for streamers on the Facebook platform. So Facebook is pretty much stepping up its efforts to compete with Twitch and YouTube and Mixer by adding a tip jar to their streams. So you can now ask for donations from your viewers, I guess.
Horrible gamers getting paid. It's going to be awesome.
We just got off of Facebook.
I thought it was kind of cool. Like I saw, hey, I mean, we used to stream. There's a PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds group I was in, and some people stream off of there.
Yeah, they say this is
streaming. Like
this is for their. They said this is for their game streamers, and apparently they said that they had this feature rolled out to a few of their streamers, like their main ones, late last year, and now they're going to just roll it out to all the streamers on the Facebook platform. And they say that they feel like they can compete with Twitch and Mixer because they already have a social network platform built into their system. They will have the ability to stream their gameplay in a smooth 1080p, 60 frames a second. Ooh,
yeah, it looks good. I've actually watched some streams.
And Facebook says they're working with Oculus to try to bring the streaming over to the Oculus platform to be able to view it with your Oculus headset.
Oh, well.
In VR.
Yeah.
Oh.
Watch games on your Oculus, on Facebook. All right. And Instagram. Cool.
Yeah.
Tweet.
Don't forget, Facebook owns Oculus.
Yeah, they do.
Yes. They don't own Instagram, though, right? I don't know. That's also a Facebook thing.
No, Twitter owns Instagram, don't they?
No, Facebook owns Instagram.
Yeah.
Does it? Oh, yeah.
Because you auto-post to Instagram. If you post to Facebook, if you post on Instagram, it posts your pictures on Facebook. It does all that.
You can do dirty pictures on Instagram. I don't even have that. I just do Facebook.
That's Snapchat. But I don't think that's
dirty pictures. Snapchat machines. Snapchat machines. So see who buys them. Guys, another news. If you're a PC builder and you're looking for a new graphics card, be happy because NVIDIA says that they want their gamers to come first.
Yeah.
They say our gamers are our main target and our main audience. To ensure that GeForce gamers continue to have a good GeForce graphics card availability in the current situation, we recommend that our trading partners make the appropriate arrangement to meet the gamers' needs as usual. So apparently, what NVIDIA is doing is they're limiting their like if you go to NVIDIA's website and try to buy a graphics card from them, you can only buy 2 maximum at a time.
Yeah.
Because all the Bitcoin mining and all that stuff, I mean, all that stuff.
It's just getting out of hand.
Yeah, the prices.
It's going to start to fall off now, though. I mean, Bitcoin has dropped through the fucking floor. So
cool. Maybe I can look for some used GTX 1070 Ti's. You know, like they're not going to be $1,200-$1,500.
No, they're still going to be that price for a bit. I think.
Yeah. It's crazy. Like people saying like a graphics card that's like the 1080 Ti is going for like, you know, $1,800. It's like it's insane.
Yeah.
But it's all supply and demand. The supply is low, the demand is high.
Those Bitcoin mining, man, you don't even need like an actual like put that thing in a computer to Bitcoin mine. You just like put it like on a motherboard.
No, you can buy a rig basically and set it up.
Put it on there and it works.
It just runs outside of the computer. It's insane. I've watched some of the videos on YouTube.
It uses it to do mathematical equations.
Crazy.
And
fucking insane.
And video cards having to deal with a lot of mathematical equations are good at that. So, you know, you plug it into this little box that fucking will do these mathematical equations and find Bitcoins for you. Yeah, that's what people are doing.
Hey, more power to them.
I guess. Another place.
I mean, it was big when it first started, you know, because people were fucking making tons of money on it.
Yeah.
But now, like I said, the floor is starting to fall out on it, and it's dropped. It went from like $20,000 to like $9,000 in the last like month or so.
Yeah.
So when do you think they'll be able to upgrade, Ryan? How long do you think this trend is going to be going?
What,
maybe another year?
6 months?
Well, no, yeah. As far as like, when can I expect to get a GTX 1070 for around $500, the way they originally were priced?
Who knows?
Yeah. I don't know. Whatever it could be the next kind
Stop buying Bitcoin, Gunny, and you would know.
Can I do that with my 1060?
Why are you buying all this cryptocurrency?
Yes, you can. You can.
There you go. Gunny's gonna rip out his 1060 from his computer and Bitcoin mine.
No, you can get programs and put them on your computer, and it'll use it the same way.
Not interested. I want to play games. I'm a gamer.
I looked into it. It was a little more complicated than I wanted it to be, and it's only gonna make like. I looked into it and it was like, oh, you're going to make like 47 cents a night. You know what I mean? It's like, is this even worth it? I'm probably using more electricity than I'm making.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's looking like the fall of Bitcoin is like the more like environmental usage compared to the profits. But
yeah. Well, and the fact that no one knows where Bitcoin came from and what it's actually, who's benefiting from it, it's very it's a very black market sort of thing,
I've listened to a few podcasts that actually cover like the dark web and stuff, and they say that there's people in China that legit, like, how China's building a bunch, they have like these ghost cities and shit over there, right? But they're actually like, they've built a bunch of dams for like hydroelectric dams, but they're not really needed for the cities because they're all empty. So people go and buy the dam and build like shacks out there, and have like a bunch of graphics cards and computers set up just to Bitcoin mine, and that's what they use the power of the dam for, just to mine coins.
Crazy.
But they make that much money that they could afford to buy the dam just straight up right.
That's the whole thing. Bitcoin mining, just one person. You know what I mean? Like, just one person, it's not going to work. You need to pool together with a bunch of people.
The HGP
and then you all use your
Bitcoin miners?
So
the HGP Bitcoin miners.
the Bitcoin mining podcast?
It's a new group on Facebook. The HGP Bitcoin miners.
Okay, so me and Johnathan, you know what this is? This is
we all
time.
pool together our graphics cards.
Me and John are going to go out and find a nuclear power plant right now.
We're going to buy it. We're going to just Bitcoin mine.
I used to live right by Rancho Seco in California.
Oh yeah. So hey, we can go down there and just take it over.
This Bitcoin motherfuckers.
But if our arms fall off first, like, I don't know, maybe shit. Something go blind.
The nuclear power plant down there. They have a river, they have a lake around it. And in Boy Scouts, we would always swim in that shit. It was,
it's good for your health.
Yeah.
I live about 5 kilometers away from a power plant my entire life.
Nice.
Yeah,
the nuclear one.
That's how you turned out.
That's why I have these awesome pinball skills. Yeah. Thank you.
The Pickering nuclear power plant. They're shutting it down. It's in the middle of being shut down right now.
We could buy it, Ryan. We could buy it and Bitcoin mine off of it. We use it to power all our
shut it down.
Bitcoin mines.
It was Bitcoin in Canada. Eh?
The HGP Bitcoin mining group will be located in Canada.
What did you say, Gun?
I said we're going to really shut it down. I said we're not technically going to shut it down, but we'll tell the people that we are. Right,
we're here we're the shutdown crew. We'll have T-shirts. We'll have T-shirts that say the shutdown crew on it.
Hey, I shut down 3 blockbusters. I can shut down a power plant. Give me a call.
I want to keep going.
Guys, in other news, in PlayStation news, if you're interested in getting Amiibo-like toys, you now can. Over at GameStop, you can now go and buy figures based off of PlayStation 1 classics.
Yeah, but they don't do anything.
But they're figures.
It's not an amiibo, it's just a figure.
It's $10 a piece.
Game-related stuff, or, I don't know. It seems like it's going to be a miss to me.
On March 23rd in U.S. and our listeners in Spain can go and buy this over at their GameStop for $10. And Think Geek. So.
Is there a classic triangle boob Lara Croft?
No, not yet. She'll come.
Sackboy. You got Crash Bandicoot.
Mm-hmm.
You got
Kratos.
One of the Tekken 7 guys. You got a Bloodborne guy. You got Parappa the Rapper.
Ooh.
Be fun.
Chip.
Fun time.
I don't know what that's from.
There you go, guys.
But yeah, that's pretty much it.
Huh.
Not much.
They don't do anything?
No, they're just a figure.
Oh.
What do your pops do? What the fuck do your pops do, huh? They don't do nothing. They sit in a box.
Shut up.
They sit in a box. What do they do?
Just shut up. Shut your mouth right now.
Why are you complaining? You got like 20 pops behind you. They don't do nothing. They just sit there.
Good sitting there.
Shut your damn mouth.
I'm just saying. Why are you knocking this, man? Next thing you know, you're gonna have a collection of PlayStation figures up there or something.
Okay, so
I don't
the
know.
Hunter from Bloodborne.
Mm-hmm.
You got Crash Bandicoot.
Mm-hmm.
You got Kratos from God of War. You got Parappa the Rapper. You got the Wipeout vehicle, the little spaceship from Wipeout.
Man. All right. Actually, I'm interested. You sold me.
Sold. What if
You got a buddy from Tekken with the funky hair.
Xbox doesn't do this shit? They don't make figures. Why don't they do that? They don't do nothing really. Have you noticed? Xbox doesn't make.
Boy.
They don't make T-shirts. They don't make like anything.
They have the Nike fucking PS4.
Yeah, they have shoes now.
Yeah.
The fuck Xbox? You don't have The Xbox doesn't have anything of that.
I like an Xbox belt.
Can you? Why can't I go and buy? Why can't I go buy an Xbox One onesie? Huh? Why can't I buy one?
Yeah, I want one of those. I really want one of those. But guys, now that you're saying this, I just did a quick Google search and there are Xbox shoes. Nike branded Xbox shoes.
Oh, there are?
There are.
Shit. I wonder if my wife made those.
Are they something for soccer, maybe? Related?
That's a throwback joke.
Xbox shoes it is. Xbox shoes. Whoa. Those are
It's probably for the soccer team out of Washington.
They look like basketball shoes.
Yeah.
My wife's on the the Nike Digital Creations project, so she does a lot of some of the digital creations are used for implementing other systems. So
well, don't they? They're also for trade, right? Trade and stuff like that. Like people collect them.
Probably
collector's items, right?
Nobody collects Nikes.
I want to wear.
Dude, there's like a big market for that.
I'm just joking.
I want to wear
There's
this.
a huge market. I know there's like split groups for it.
Yeah, there is.
Nice.
We have someone in our. Who is that? Is that Raphael Clinton or
Raphael Cintron?
Syndrome? Yeah, that's him. I know he's a big shoe guy. He collects.
Yes, cool shoes. He takes care of his shit. Sometimes he'll post pictures of like shoes he bought like in 1995 or some shit. I'm like, damn, those things look like they're brand new, dude. Nice.
Hit me up, pinpointred@gmail.com. My wife works at Nike. We'll talk.
Yo, get the Nike employee pass to the store. I can get one of those. I can get a Nike employee pass, guys. It's pretty cool. Anyways, moving on.
Just do it.
Sony news. Big news. Right. Big news, guys. Sony has patented the tip redesigned PlayStation VR controller.
Just the tip?
Yes. So basically, you hold the controller like a regular, like wands, right? You have them in your hand. Yeah. But on the top of the wand, now you have the trigger in the back, and you have like a thumbstick on it, and then you'll have like the X, square, triangle buttons on top or whatever or around it.
Yeah.
It looks cool.
Yeah, it does. It looks all right.
Uh-huh.
But I mean, I'd hate to be someone who already owns PlayStation VR, because I watch them come out and say this only works with the new PlayStation VR.
Oh,
because it does say on this patent.
That's what I'm saying.
Digital. I mean, our HD.
On the patent, it does say that this is a patent that describes a second VR system where the headset is capable of tracking the controller and the finger placement. So your hands, the way they're on the controller, I guess.
So guess what? Your old PlayStation VR is going to be obsolete.
Oh,
Yay!
God, that's shitty for the people that just bought one.
Why I don't like Sony.
Whatever, guys.
Leave me alone.
I'm pretty stoked about that Moss game coming out next month and Wipeout XL VR. But yeah, fuck you guys.
How do you feel about this, Jonathan? Tell me. You just bought a VR.
Yeah, I'm having fun with this still. I don't play it as often as I thought I would, but yeah.
That's my worry. That's my worry exactly. You'll throw it on the first day, you'll be all excited, you'll be like, yeah, fucking right, VR, woohoo, and then like week 2 will be like, what? This thing's gonna sit here and collect dust. And I just spent fucking $600 on this phone.
Well, what's funny is I mostly play like non-VR games on the VR headset, so I play a lot of Titanfall 2 and For Honor on there. So they're not VR games. They just have the big screen in front of me, and that's mostly what I play on my VR headset. Those 2 games. All right. Anyways, but yeah, Mods looks really good.
Why don't you just sit really close to your TV instead?
Yeah.
There you go.
Sunglasses.
But I like having my big TV in front of me when I have a big headset on.
Defeats the whole purpose, right?
I don't need a VR headset. I got a 55-inch curved screen. I can just sit real close to it.
There you go, Ryan. Sit real close to it, and you'll feel like you're in it.
Hey, but hats off to Sony for improving on their already existing products.
I mean,
like the goggles and the Move, sure.
Yeah, I mean, and they're doubling down on their VR too. Yeah, so they have like the next like generation hardware, and they have like a ton of releases coming out this year for it. So, I mean, it's cool that they're just like sticking with it instead of like, I don't know, backing down.
Yeah, instead of abandoning it. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, I'm a PS Generation 1 VR owner now or whatever, but yeah, I think it's cool. I'll keep up with it.
It'll be supported for the next year, probably. Probably won't release the new one until the end of this year or early next year, probably. Or maybe they'll just announce it this year and release it next year.
Because I thought the goggles were coming out like this holiday, 2018.
Yeah, so it might be that their new controllers will come out next year, right? Because they still have to make them and all that bullshit.
Yeah, well, I mean, I guess maybe they.
No, I say they have them out when the new headset comes out.
What about
they release it together? There'll be a bundle with the new wands or something like that.
I'd be expecting that stuff around E3, but
yeah, maybe.
What about the PlayStation 5, the next console? Who knows? So
Ooh,
that always comes out at E3, right?
With 12 teraflops. And support 8K.
It'll have the best video card in it.
Yeah.
It'll be able to mine bitcoins.
Yes, you can mine bitcoins while playing PlayStation games at the same time.
Nice.
They'd sell like flapjacks.
They would sell a lot of those.
Whenever your PlayStation 5 is turned off, it's mining for bitcoin.
There you go. It's always on and is always connected to the internet.
Working for you.
Guys. Wow. Have you guys tried the Nintendo cereal yet? Super Mario cereal?
No, I haven't.
Iams posted he bought some.
It's $2.
Mr. Iams Fuller from Horribly
$2?
On the shelf where he's at, it says $2.
I think that was at Food Max. I think it's a Food Max thing.
The fuck is Food Max?
Because I saw the raft. Yeah, I haven't been to a Food Max in a while, but I think that's their...
Is that one of those places that sell expired food for a little bit cheaper?
Oh, actually, they got pretty good produce.
Cool.
Oh, no. No. Oh, I just saw some bad news.
What's going on, Ryan? What's going on?
The Super Mario cereal from Nintendo and Kellogg's is not, I repeat, not coming to Canada.
Nice. Oh no, we're gonna have to mail it.
You have to smuggle it into Canada?
Yeah, you guys gotta mail me some Super Mario cereal.
Okay, so
Customs gonna be in there with a plastic glove
going, man. Customs gonna be touching your cereal, opening it up.
Cereal, man.
This is weed. This isn't cereal. Gonna be looking like.
I could probably put a half box up my ass and get it up to you.
Whoa! I don't know. You're gonna want to eat that.
That's gonna be plastic first, right? You are gonna.
I like Ziploc bags. They have the red and blue make green seal, right? Or red and yellow, man. Blue and yellow make green.
What do you say, Ryan?
What?
Nothing.
Will you eat Nintendo cereal out of my ass? Is what I'm asking you.
Gonna say no.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's not a good idea,
Go
Jonathan.
with no.
Bad idea.
At the border, I could throw it over the wall, the gate.
No.
I'm
sure that's not illegal, Gunny.
Actually, shit, I'm way far away from you. What if St. Nicholas was able to bring it over in his ass? Would you eat it then? Come on, St. Nips. Right.
Oh, and
Wait, sorry, I'm reading an article. What do you...
So don't answer that.
I'm just trying to get St. Nips. I'm just trying to get St. Nips to like smuggle some ass Nintendo cereal to you.
I really don't think he would have to put it in his ass. I think he could just cross the border with it. It's not going to be illegal. It's not an illegal substance, guys. You don't need to put it in your ass.
Nips, don't listen to him. Don't listen to him. You got to put it in your ass. It won't make it across the border unless it's in your ass.
Top Jr. is down here frequently. He's going to just...
Yeah, maybe I'll see if Brian Top Jr. can get me some...
a few Canadian bucks, and then we can
I got some American money I can send him. I should probably do that and say like, yeah, pick me up that Target exclusive drop mix pack and a box of fucking Super Mario cereal.
We'll bring it over in your ass. Just do it.
We just dropped the ass part, John. We're just trying to,
We're done with the ass part. It was funny, but it's not. It's losing its charm.
Oh, all right. All right. No more ass jokes. All right, guys. Carry on.
On to Charms. All right. It's another good cereal. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, guys.
Anything else in the news, Jesus?
No, nothing else on the news, man. I'm looking at an article here that's rumored PS5 leaks, but I doubt it's true.
Yeah. When do they do their PlayStation conference? I know it's after E3 that they kind of talk about their hardware and stuff.
It's usually if there was a hardware, if it was like a PlayStation announcement, they do it before. And then they always have PS Experience or whatever early December. PSX.
Well, no, I'm thinking of the actual. Never mind. Where they talked about some PlayStation 4 stuff, but I think it was VR. I don't know. It's at one of their.
Well, every time they're going to announce a new product, they always have their own conference for that, but it's usually before E3, so at E3 they can talk about it more.
Yeah, I always thought it was after E3, so, or it just depends on, the calendar date and stuff, and anywho.
Yeah. But no more news, guys. No more news. It's enough news for this week anyways. And I want to say thank you to our news machine, Johnny Don't, on Xbox and PlayStation. And on Twitter at Johnny Don't. So go find him.
JONNY. DONT.
Yeah, find him.
Andrew.
News machine. Guys, let's go on to community questions. It's time for questions.
Hey guys, I want to back up for a second because now I remember what it was. And maybe it came out today, but I just wanted to touch on it briefly and we'll talk about it more next week.
Okay.
Because I don't have the article in front of me, but I saw, and I think Andrew, our news machine, will be pleased to hear this. And that is the Rainbow Six Siege operators will be coming to Ghost Recon Wildlands.
Oh,
I don't know what that entails.
I saw.
Yeah,
I
heard about this.
Yeah, I saw that. That's crazy.
But it's stay tuned for more details. So yeah.
That makes it. Cool. They're mashing them up. That's cool. I think it's a good move.
I don't know.
Yeah, we'll talk about that next week. So be excited for that.
We'll talk about it next week when Jesus is not happy about it. Moving on to community questions, guys. You can always leave questions over at the Facebook group, Horrible Gamers Podcast Community. Join it there, man, because there's plenty of people in there to game with. And, so go there, join it. Guys, first question comes from Mark, Mr. Wingman 709. He asked us, what are your thoughts on Sea of Thieves? He says, I have played a few times and I find the game a bit boring. It looks great and it's unique, but too slow for my taste. Any good luck finding people to play with after a week or two? It says, and good luck finding people to play with after a week or two. I agree with him on that part.
He was talking about friends.
Yeah, people drop off, man. Like, every game that comes out is the same thing. Every game. Ghost Recon. Any game except for like Battlefield or Call of Duty, you won't find players for like 2 weeks after. Pretty much. That's how the games are.
I would say a month or two after, but he's
No.
talking about a week or two.
2 weeks. 2 weeks.
I don't know, man. I think like we were saying earlier, I think with Game Pass, that won't happen.
Well, you'll find randoms to play with, but I'm talking about friends.
He's talking about, I think that's what he's referring to.
Well,
I mean, even friends are going to have Game Pass, you know what I mean? Like,
Or worst case scenario, you'll just get really good at running one of those solo boats. I mean, you can run one by yourself and just fucking good at it. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. My thoughts on the game are the game is fun. It's always been fun since before on the alpha it was fun.
Because you're going to need that carrot on the stick for when your friends are not around or you're playing too early in the day or so late at night. And, are you still going to have fun playing through that game?
Well, you're going to have gold to get. You can always get gold. You can always.
Are they going to have like a campaign type style thing where, I need to go finish all these challenges and complete these quests? But you had responded, Ryan, with some news from Rare, correct?
Yeah, that's a video that came out a little while ago, like a month and a half ago or so, and it shows the way they're going to do player progression, how you can level yourself up and you can get new things for yourself, and like it just goes through like all the different things you can do. And I kind of posted that to show Wing that what you're seeing in the alpha and beta is not the full game. There's going to be so much more there. This is just a small piece to test the network, I'm assuming. You know what I mean? They're giving you...
Yeah.
It was pretty bare bones. So,
I totally agree. Yeah.
Kudos to them for holding back.
Yeah.
But yeah, the game is fun, and I like it. There's never been a time where I played that game where I got bored of it. But I do see the appeal falling off maybe after a while. Like, I probably couldn't play that game for like a month straight. It would get boring, I think.
I think Jonathan was, just to kind of echo what Jonathan was saying about you're at your, whatever you call it, your base or something, where, you had one guy who was selling stuff at the store, and then there was the quest guy, and then there was the bartender where you can refill your
grog
beer mug.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I mean, is there other things? Could you arm wrestle? Could you play darts?
Yeah,
but there's you know what I mean? So
there's a bunch of different huts on the island, and there's nobody in them right now. But I'm assuming that when the game is full release, there's going to be people in those huts, and you're going to be able to go and buy stuff, or you're going to be able to go get quests from them, or you're going to go be able to do other things,
I'm expecting it to be like the Destiny Tower, where it's going to be like fully flushed with a bunch of like shit going on, and you can, you'll see all these other pirates kind of like in between mission and shit going. Like, I expect a lot more interaction between missions.
All I want is a Battle Royale mode.
That's probably coming, right? It's
Drop
they're a good
100 ships on a circle of ocean.
You mean boats?
And have ships, fucker, not boats. They're ships. Drop ships into a circle, and then have the circle close in, and the ships fighting each other.
And then we all end up on the island. Hey.
And then the last few people have to fight on foot.
Once your ship's destroyed, you're in the water and you got to swim towards the island.
Or hijack somebody else's ship.
Yeah.
I would like to see that in 400 players and not just 100 players. But, yeah.
That would be crazy.
400 is the new 100.
Hit me up, Rare. I got ideas for you.
At 400, that's coming next month. We'll be talking about that game.
That's awesome.
But I think that game it's a game that you have to learn. I mean, the first time I played that game, I had no idea what I was doing, and I definitely got bored with it, I would say. So I was like, what the fuck am I doing? I was really bored. I was like, this is lame. Like, your mom on a boat and it keeps crashing. I'm on a boat and we're not doing stuff. But now that I know what I'm doing, I know how to run the ships. I mean, I was telling you guys how to like adjust the sails and all that shit the other day. The game gets much more intense when you know when you figure stuff out. Once you got that down, dude, it's crazy fun. Like, you just do looting chests.
I know my anchor skills are pretty unparalleled though. I don't know.
There was a few times there where You didn't drop the anchor in.
Yeah, it's probably Jonathan.
Like hit the bottom, like doesn't matter. Like he'd wait till we hit the island. Boom.
I was like, Jonathan, drop the anchor. And what? Jonathan, drop the anchor.
When I went the anchor, god damn it. But yeah, I gotta work on my game. I guess there's always room for improvement.
Guys,
yeah, we're doing good. I think we'll get this down, guys. We'll be a good pirate clan.
Your sail game is
I think it's going to be a fun game for the community. I think there's going to be a lot of people that'll be involved. So
I think there'll be other things to do. You know, when your friends go off to go to bed and do whatever else they're going to be playing, then you can continue to complete challenges and do campaign stuff. So yeah. Worth the $10 game pass, or hey, however you obtain that game. It's another way to play it.
In other news, and other questions. I mean, Brian Tobe Jr. asked, "What is your favorite? What is your favorite cartoon TV show that was made into a movie?"
Oh,
didn't he ask us this before?
I don't know, but I don't know of any cartoon that was made into a movie that I liked.
Oh man! Oh, a cartoon TV show
that was made into a movie.
What cartoons are made into movies?
No, it's stupid.
Transformers.
No, Transformers was lame. Yeah, they totally messed it up. Michael Bay screwed that shit
kind
up.
of toys, and then there was a cartoon.
Yeah.
But
the Smurfs movie was pretty cool. Made into a movie.
Cool. Yeah.
First one was garbage. I thought the second one was good.
Yeah, no, the second one was pretty awesome. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, the first one was
boring.
I thought it was okay with fucking that one guy. He was pretty cool. I can't remember the actor's name. But yeah, but the second one was all taking place in the Smurf village, and that was pretty amazing.
Wait. No. Drawn Together is my favorite TV show that was turned into a movie.
Did they make a movie of Drawn Together?
Yes.
Nice. Oh man, I might have to check that shit out.
That show was fucking funny, man.
I forgot about that
shit. Yeah. It's an old throwback. If you've never seen Drawn Together, go check it out. Yeah, it's basically a bunch of like cartoon characters got thrown into a house like Big Brother style.
Yeah.
And they have to live together. And it's fucking funny. It's like Betty Boop and Link from Zelda.
And then they all do like they do cutaways, right, where they're like talking to the camera, like, "Oh, this fucking asshole, I hate him," or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, that was good shit.
She was like a 70s fucking chick.
Yeah.
And then there's the princess. Yeah.
It was pretty funny. Yeah. No, I don't know. I can't think of one myself.
The movie was good too.
I never knew there was a movie about that.
What about He-Man? Remember He-Man? They made a movie. I thought the actual movie was pretty good.
It
was cheap. It was on a budget.
No. They had that. The Dolph Lundgren movie.
Transformers, okay, and I'm not talking Michael Bay Transformers. I'm talking Transformers animated movie.
Yeah. Oh my God. Okay, Ryan's on this one. That was the best, and the cartoon to movie transition. Yeah, that was amazing.
That one. I remember going to see that when I was a kid. I was like,
"Oh man."
Right.
No. Okay, so when I was a kid, my mom won tickets for us to go see a movie at the theater, and we were pretty poor and shit, whatever. So we went to the theater and we saw Ferris Bueller's Day Off instead, which, mind you, is a fucking great movie. But I remember at the time, me and my brothers actually we were pretty bummed about it, and we pried open the door to Transformers, and we saw the scene where Starscream was floating in the sky, about to get oh man, I just remember the scene where we watched, but Transformers the movie. Yeah, I agree with Ryan. That was definitely the best transition.
Animated movie. Okay, I don't remember this. I probably
watch it, man. It's great.
Yeah, watch it. It's so good. It's amazing.
I remember watching it as a kid, and there's this one part I'll never forget because I was shocked, but I can't remember. There's something being sucked into something, and I can't remember who says it, but all you hear is, "Oh shit!"
No,
and I'm like, "Oh my God, they swore!"
No, it's when Rodimus Prime couldn't open up the Matrix. He was trying. He's like, shit! Like, that was the first cuss scene for like a kid animated movie. That was epic.
And there was like two. There was two of those scenes in the movie. There was another one somewhere too. I think they might have said "fuck" or something.
Man, that movie.
And I was like, what?
Hey, Brian, did you cry? Like, did they kill any of your favorite Transformers in that movie? For me, we saw Ironhide and Jazz being drug off at the beginning, like towards it, and Jazz is my favorite. I almost I think I cried when I saw that. I was like, oh, yeah.
It's been a while since I've seen that though.
Yeah, this is a beautiful movie.
Fucking Weird Al plays the fucking Junk Planet.
Yeah. Dare to be stupid. Yeah, it's good shit.
Yes. Dare to be stupid.
Oh, yeah, that okay. That hands down the greatest cartoon to movie transition ever. I can't think of anything better than that.
How dare you forget Pokemon?
Fuck you, dude.
What?
Pokemon and the Pokemon
cartoon.
Which of the 12 movies are you talking about?
The first one.
Wasn't a movie though.
Wasn't it called Pokemon the movie or something? Or Pokemon 2000 or something?
It's Pokemon 2000, that's right. I swear, when I went to Blockbuster, there was like 1,000 fucking Pokemon movies. but yeah, I think Pokemon 2000.
Mario Brothers.
Oh, that was a good one. The live action. Yeah.
That's a video game turned to movie though.
Yeah. Pokemon is a cartoon.
That's not good. That wasn't a good movie.
Yeah.
It's worth a watch if you've never seen it, just to fucking get a chuckle.
Yeah.
But it's not a good movie.
The Super Mario Brothers TV show was much better. So.
Oh God. Captain Lou Albano.
I'm wondering how they're gonna do the new
Lou Albano,
the new Mario movie. I wonder, because I just recently watched that what's that movie that's on Netflix, the Sony one, the PlayStation, the Jax movie, was it?
Oh,
Jax. Is it Jackson Dexter? No, not the Ratchet and Clank. Those motherfuckers.
Oh, yeah.
That was all right.
I just watched that on Netflix the other day. I think I watched it twice now. I watched it the other day, and I was watching. Like, this is not a bad movie. Like, it's okay. The animation's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, well, there's the animation. It's just like the game almost.
Exactly. And the animation in the game is fucking amazing.
So, like, I wonder, like, if they make Mario the movie, like, the way Mario looks like in the Rabbids game or the way he looks like in Odyssey, it would be pretty good, I think.
Yeah.
I just can't see Mario talking, so I don't know how a movie's going to work out with him, because he doesn't ever talk.
Except for in the TV show.
It's just going to be weird. I don't know.
And the actual movie.
Yeah. We'll see how that works out, guys.
Yeah.
Well, that's it. That's it for questions this week. Only 2, man. Only 2. I'm sad.
Brian, you let me down. Yeah. I expected like 7 more.
Where's Harlan, man? I'm sorry.
Evan, the fuck, Evan?
Alan, where are you, Alan?
Alan. Oh, you guys.
Come on, community. You got to help us out.
We give you guys more shows.
Alan,
give them more shows. What do they do to us? They don't even put questions for us to answer.
They're probably asking this Xbox Live all your questions now. You probably lost all your questions.
They all went to fucking asking him for questions.
Wingman, where do babies come from?
Where do babies come from?
How do you make toast?
That's a Brian Toll question.
Voicemail. Go to thisxboxlife.com. Leave a voicemail for Brian.
Yeah, do that.
He's leaving. I'm sad. I'm going to leave him a voicemail after the show tonight, actually. We should all leave him a voicemail at the same time.
Yeah, we should all do it together.
Don't leave.
Like a sad crying.
No,
I'm so sorry. You gotta go, bro. I miss you so.
Guys, stop crying.
And sad.
Stop crying.
I can't stop crying.
We'll send them the whole podcast to play on their show.
Hey, did you guys hear
our podcast on your show?
Jesus.
It was up.
Jesus. Did you hear that John Cena's going to play Duke Nukem?
I heard that. That's awesome.
What I'm wondering, okay, let's talk about this, guys, because do you guys think a Duke Nukem movie would be good nowadays? Like in this political climate of the world,
no.
fucking Duke Nukem movie.
IGN take on it was really good, but yeah, I don't.
I don't think people know who that is. I mean, unless you've, been a gamer for the last 10, 15 years, whatever.
Yeah, so they're gonna go with their kids to watch this video game movie, and that fucker's gonna be.
Well, I mean, you got Rampage coming out, so yeah, why not with The Rock? So bring out Duke Nukem.
I wonder if they're gonna make Duke Nukem like a pussy though. Like, I'm Duke Nukem. I'm politically correct now.
That's right.
I don't call the cops pigs and tell them to fuck off. And they don't look like pigs. They look like cops. Like,
I think it'd be good for maybe it'll be so controversial. Like, oh, he hurt my feelings. I'm a snowflake. I don't know. Who knows, right? So this might make big headlines because it'll be controversial. Like, he's not very sensitive to my feelings. This Duke.
Yeah, I don't know. Either that or he's going to be too offensive and people are going to tear him apart for that.
Or not offensive enough, and I think.
Or not offensive enough, and then the gaming community is going to tear him up, which could be even worse than regular people tearing them up.
Yeah.
So, yeah. How do you go?
I can't see John Cena being
Duke Nukem
without a filter. It would be.
You can't see me.
Writers make this movie. You can't see me being Duke Nukem.
I mean, he was good in The Marine. What was his first movie? Wasn't it The Marine?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
that was a pretty good movie. Like, that movie was okay.
Nah,
I didn't like the sequels. It was cool. It was
okay. It was
just an action movie. Like, I'm an action movie, dude. Like, it was good for that, but like, I mean, a Duke Nukem, what's he gonna be like this? I don't know, man. I just don't see it working out. I think that movie would get canceled before it ever makes it out.
Oh no, he was really funny in that movie with Amy Schumer. So yeah, I mean, he's a really funny guy. So like, that's why I had some hope for it, just because of the fact that he can make fun of himself, and it's be really fucking stupid and funny.
You want to go on a date, baby?
Ooh.
Come on.
Like, he was hella funny in fucking that movie. Like, yeah. Anyways.
We'll see.
John Cena, I have your back. Penpointred.
Come fight me, bro. That's what I say.
In case you want to invite me on Xbox Live. So, I know you listen to the show. You're an avid listener.
Wow. I'm looking at a post here on Facebook, and it's pretty cool. I'm looking at this picture of an old lady in front of NASA. But I don't know if this picture is true. But anyways, let me read what the picture says. It says, by the age of 10, Katherine Johnson was in high school. In 1961, she calculated the trajectory of NASA's first trip into space. She was so consistently accurate that when NASA began to use the computers, they had to check the calculations that she made to make sure that the computers were correct. That is fucking nuts.
Whoa.
But I don't know if that's true, though. Can't believe anything you read on the internet. You know?
That's true.
Abraham Lincoln taking selfies. I don't believe that. Anyways, guys, with that being said, the show's done. The show's done. We're done. We've been done.
Get us out of here, Jesus.
Get out of here. We're getting off the topic. With that being said, next week we have plenty of great topics to talk about next week. Lots of big news coming up. Guys, big news for Horrible Gamers coming up as well. And yeah, so keep it locked here on this show. And listen to the Spotlight. I got a new Spotlight coming up next week as well. Listen to the one I posted on Friday.
Check your feed.
Check your feeds, guys.
For more shows.
Good job, Marcus. You're awesome.
More content coming to you, for you. And yeah, thank you, Marcus, for coming on. I appreciate it.
Thanks, Marcus. That was great to hear on my Friday commute.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. It's good.
Thank you, guys, for enjoying it. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And with that being said, you can find me on Xbox Live. My gamer tag is Jesus Walks a Lot. And you find me on there. You could find me playing games such as PUBG, the infamous PUBG. I'll be playing some Beholder because I want to spy on people. And playing some other games, guys. Buy me Monster Hunter or something, because I need to play that game, but I'm not going to buy it. So, fuck that. Just buy it. Buy it for me.
Buy Monster Hunter for Jesus.
Brink, you buy Monster Hunter, I'll play it. Fucker. Buy games.
I can't see Brink playing that game.
Dude, Brink loves those games. He loves hack and slash shit, dude. Okay. He does. He plays like the Surge and shit.
I thought he was a looter shooter.
No, he plays like... You'd be surprised how many single player like hack and slash games he likes to play. He's like a secret Japanese person. I'm just saying.
Nah, I don't think so. Frank's probably still got. I bet he's got like over 1,600 hours of Destiny 2 right now.
No offense to our Japanese listeners. We love you guys, and our Chinese listeners, our Asian listeners.
All right,
He's probably
it's okay.
Right, he's playing Dragon Ball Z and Nino Kuni and all those things.
Because I'm a quarter Japanese, so any Japanese, offensive jokes that you make this episode,
it's okay.
It's okay.
Okay,
I okay.
Well, we have a Japanese person on here. There you go. We do have Japanese listeners, guys. So shout out to them. and I want to say, real quick, shout out to the rest of the world that listens to us, guys. Listen to us. We love you guys. Bye. I'm done. Okay, I shut up now.
You can find me on Xbox Live, Steam, PSN, Mixer, Twitch, wherever as Gib8777. Where can they find you, Gunny?
Find me on Xbox Live. Find me on Steam under Gunny Chief, one word.
Oh, yeah.
Gunny Chief on Steam.
Oh, yeah.
I'm playing some PUBG, playing some Sea of Thieves, playing Monster Hunter. Hey, there's co-op. There's 4 players. Jump in. Let's play. Alan, buy it.
All right, guys. I'm dick deep in Titanfall 2 on Xbox and PS4. So Penpointred, Penpointred. I'm mostly playing Titanfall 2, but I'll jump with you on some Gears of War 4 on some Xbox if you hit me up. So, and I'm actually also known to jump in some Destiny 2 on either system. So I am still playing that. Hit me up.
What does Gidget say, Jesus?
Peace out, Brussels sprouts. We'll catch you on the next week's edition of the Horrible Gamers Podcast. And go listen to the Spotlight because you want to. You should. Go.
It's good.
Look at your phone. Look at your phone right now, people.
You'll see
at your
it
phone.
there.
There's another show on there.
It's there.
You see it? Yeah, right there. Click it.
I see it. Press play, fuckers. Press play.
Clean your controllers and go to bed.
Bye.
Bye.
Later.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye now.
Here he is. Here's that motherfucker, Jesus.
Whoop! There he is.
There he is. Whoop! There he is. There he is. Whoop! There he is. It's Jesus. Whoop! There he is.
I think has like 3 beers in it. It's freaking awesome.
Whoa! What's in there?
It's Ninkasi Vanilla Stout.
Oh,
and mixed with some Umpqua Rocky Road.
Nice.
Looks like sludge you're drinking, man.
Yeah. That's good stuff.
Yeah.
This with that cappuccino stout. Oh.
Is this like podcast in the dark night or something? What's going on?
Right, let me I can't turn my lights off because it's daylight here still.
You guys didn't hear about that? In the Northwestern Oregon, we have a lights out policy. We heard about North Korea possibly bombing Oregon, so we're going dark.
Going dark so he can't spot you on the satellite. Good call, Oregon. Good call.
At 5 o'clock, you're not allowed to have your lights on.
Fucking Oregonians, man. They're a bunch of hillbilly hicks up there, you know? God.
No, we're just stoners.
You thought Floridians were bad? No.
Nowadays, it's all hipsters and people with green hair walking around.
You've been listening to Portland Talk with Jonathan and Jesus.
That's it.
I don't know. Yeah.
Turning the lights off in here, too. Oh, Jesus, you're an asshole.
I just turned his lights on to fuck you up. We have a checkerboard going on right now, so it's good.
Jesus, you're an asshole. What'd you turn your lights on for?
Yeah, damn it, Jesus.
I could podcast in the dark if y'all want me to.
I went and shut my lights off just because you fucking turned everyone was lights out.
Only thing that I like is podcasting in the dark.
Oh, it's getting darker here.
I just hate one-player games for some reason. I don't know what it is. Like Event Horizon Zero Dawn.
One-player games hate you too, man.
I know.
If you saw like Ryan riding a moose across the border to Montana, I don't know. Wait, what's above Montana? Is that Canada?
Yeah, it's Canada. What the fuck do you think is above Montana?
I'm thinking my geography here.
What do you think it's above Montana, Gunny? What the fuck?
What do you think of Montana? Have you done some horseback riding there, eh?
Oh yeah, hey, I go to Montana all the time.
So Moose escaped to that side, you know.
Down there every day, down to Montana.
Living the cowboy way, eh?
Yeah, eh? That's what it's all about.
I'm thinking some redneck's gonna come out with a shotgun. Like, what the hell are you doing, Canadian?
We don't take kindly to your types around here.
Only reason I didn't shoot you because you're white.
You'll just give them the gift of bean, and they'll be like, "Oh, sweet, this is potato, cheese, and gravy." Fuck yeah, thank you guys. Arr.
So Ryan, did you end up playing Sea of Thieves this week?
I didn't. We couldn't get in. I tried.
Well, we played once, right? We played
No, I didn't get into the game at all.
At all? No, I kept saying they kept bringing it down.
No, remember
for
we got in and then we had nothing.
Yeah.
Everything was missing, and then our boat disappeared.
That's right. We have the boat.
Like, what the fuck is going on? And that's when the servers crashed.
Drop mix. You guys play drop mix without me. You guys are assholes. I hate you. Jesus and Wingman. Fuck you guys. I'm gonna play drop mix by myself without you. I don't care if you play without me. My feelings aren't hurt. I don't care. I don't care. I really don't. It sucks, but yeah. Damn it. I want to play that. I thought you guys were gonna play that with me. I got us a spot in the corner. I talked to our server or whatever, our waiter, and I said, "Hey, can I get a corner in the back so we can play together?" And then he put us in the back together, and then I thought we were gonna play together, but we didn't. And I was fine with that. But if you guys went back in to play without me at the table, that sucks. This is a dope mix. John would appreciate this. He probably put on a stupid mix. This is much better. Fuck you guys. God damn it. We're good.
In 5, 4, 3.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Horrible Gamers Podcast, show number 187, being recorded on January the 20th, 2018. I'm one of your hosts, Jesus Gonzalez, also known as Jesus Walks a Lot. Today, I'm joined by the crew plus one.
Wait.
What?
It's not 187, is it?
God damn it.
What is it?
I think it's 188.
I didn't change it.
God damn it, Gunny.
God damn it.
One job.
What day?
Fuck.
What day? Obviously, last episode sucks, so we're gonna redo it.
Redoing it.
And lack the
Do over.
Right there.
Yeah, it's 188. It's
Okay.
188. In 5, 4,
Hold on.
3.
Wait.
Spirit Team campaign thing.
5, 4, 3. Johnathan, you fucking asshole.
Yeah, just go ahead and make all weird noises in the background, Jonathan.
He's over there just mixing up a concoction over there. Like, don't mind me.
I see float going on.
Closer to the microphone,
Okay,
John.
wait.
Yeah. Just right up here.
Closer to the mic.
Wait, is that okay? Wait.
It's 5, 4, 3.
Welcome to Gamers.
I think I heard slurping there.
88.
I thought I did.
What is Hulk Hogan fucking hosting? Welcome to the Horrible Gamers, brother.
Welcome to Horrible Gamers episode 188.
You know what? We're gonna let Jonathan do it. Fuck it. Jonathan,
Jesus Gonzalez.
you open up.
Co-host Gonichi. Co-host Ryan Gibbs. With special guest Penpointred. Thank you guys. Hey, how's it going? Let's go.
Ready?
All right.
Just yourself, Jonathan. Make a lot of noise, you asshole.
I'm a dick.
In 5, 4.
But maybe it's one of those things like happened to me last week where I was stuck in that one part where all the crates were moving and stuff and I had to rebuild them and run through them and they collapse again because of the time break or whatever. So maybe I had to fucking... Jonathan, mute yourself. You know what the mute button is. Do you see the mute button?
Sorry, when I mix up my drinks, I'll mute it next time. I have a very noisy lifestyle over here. I like to mix my drinks.
Mute yourself. You see the mute button?